hit save.
Imagine, yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
Radioactive. Imagination.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Radioactive.
Oh man, I may end up being too lazy, and I may not do a voice.
You honestly don't have to. Hold on, I need to send this over to blue. I got so much things to do at once. There's that. Don't look at that. Fuck, that's Twitter.
I have very little faith in my ability to keep up the speech I intend for Visca.
I think I need to turn Skull down. I'm gonna be turning everyone up and down, up and down.
Up and down, up and down.
Up,
How dare you turn down
up, down, up, down, up, down.
And that's how you do cowgirl.
Hey, whoa!
Hi, Cold. How are you doing?
Great start.
Wait, was that captured?
Yes.
Was that captured? That is
It
on
was.
stream forever.
Oh, is it? Wait,
Well, at least for
I just
7
started
days.
already.
At least for like 7 to 14 days. That's how long the VOD is.
Not if I have something to say about it.
I wasn't
Why did
paying
you put me
attention.
so high up? I'm floating.
If that's just how your model was.
You can bring it down.
Cannot see the stream.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I wanted
Like,
you to be a
link,
bit
please.
bigger than everybody else. Because you're the DM.
Yeah. I don't have to float.
Oh, come on, I like it. It shows that like you're kind of slightly above all of us, which in reality you're far above the rest of us because you could literally just choose to
Hey.
smite us at a moment's notice.
You're right.
But you're being humble about it by being only a little higher.
You're right.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Also,
Oh, God, I
ill
gotta
having
learn everybody's names. Oh,
having icons visible in the player thing on the bottom. Ew.
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 why are you making Shadow's icon so big? Wait, why does it cover me but not Laseer?
Oh, it's just because I was layered. I'm gonna do it this way. Without trying to
Do
block a
that.
lot, but there.
Why use coin flip Bitcoin? Thank you.
What?
Twitch ad.
Oh, I mean, I love Twitch.
Ah, imagine having to watch ads on Manus' streams.
Yeah, for
I
real.
literally have a fucking ad blocker, but it's still showing me.
I know
Well, yeah,
Twitch,
it's
Twitch,
Twitch.
and ads. Like, oh my god, I can't miss them either.
It is hardcore.
Hardcore advertisement.
Hardcore parkour.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to get rid of these. I would appreciate it. I don't know
These
how.
Oh, those.
Yeah,
These-
these.
Oh,
These.
hold on. Wait. Was it audio and video? Question mark. Video display. Yes. Okay.
Let's go.
So well.
These, you know what I'm trying to get at here. These. No. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So in
There it
the settings, the settings tab of your chat window, the far right. My settings under audio and video. It's another tab from audio video chat to video display. Player video / avatar size. Names only.
Yes, I found that as you were talking about it. Thank you very much.
There you
I love
go.
names.
It makes looking at the table so much easier.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Oh god, this is so big.
I am almost ready. Almost. Just
Can I move this
quickly-
anywhere? Like, could I? No, I can't. Oh.
Can you what? No?
It's wondering where I can move my character sheet. Can I do a pop out?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I can do a pop out.
Nice.
So I can just kind of keep it away from the table.
I mean, you could also double click the heading of it to collapse it into a slightly transparent box on the table
Wait, how do I do that?
when it's not popped out.
Okay, I'm not popped out.
Double click the name bar, like where it says your character's name, like where you can move around to drag it.
Oh.
Double click it and it will collapse into a transparent box. You can double click again to open.
Oh, that's so helpful.
Oh, wow.
I've been using Roll20 for a while. I know these things.
We're learning. And hello, Emmy.
We're on
Hey,
testing.
Emmy B's here. What's up? Hey, yo, who all's here? Say something.
Who's all here? Talk. I dare
Sound
you.
off. Who's here?
Hey, there's someone else. Hello.
We have Silly Q. We got Skull in. We got MEP.
Dungeons and Dravisca.
Who's this Skull Z minus? Which scrub is that? Skull.
Lovely.
Nut.
Welcome.
First time chat. Cold. What you been doing?
Hi, Newt.
Hey. New 7. How
Don't worry, it only gets worse from here.
Oh no.
Da 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 da.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Here we are. We're starting.
Hey, yo, Skull, let's do it
Starting?
again. Da 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 da.
No.
Quack.
No? Wow. Okay, fine then. I try to do one collaboration and I just get rejected. I see how it is.
Look, you got a quack, okay? That's better.
I was trying to give you the build up so you could do something with it.
I did. I did the quack.
You did. I didn't hear. I'm sorry. My bad.
I empowered the
Oh. I
Yep,
heard no.
again.
That was all I heard. So I was like, wow, I just got rejected. I cannot believe this.
No.
Oh.
Well, this will be
It
your
is true.
first game of D&D then.
Ooh.
Oh, advertisement. Hell yeah.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so good. That gives us time to everybody get your funnies out.
Wait, is there normal for D&D?
What?
Silly Key was saying, this seems normal for D&D. I didn't realize there was a normal for D&D. I've apparently been doing it wrong.
You were doing it wrong this entire time.
Who's polling Ren? Who's
That
this?
would be somebody you wouldn't know yet. You will soon to find out.
Why are they a
I've been doing-
panther?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you
Don't
got time,
worry
you got
about
time
it.
to wait. You will soon find out. We're
Yeah,
starting as soon as the advertisement's over.
It has
Soon,
been-
trademark.
Soon, trademark.
It has been a while since I've played like D&D, but I've done other tabletop systems for years.
Also, all of you with your fancy avatars, and I don't have one yet.
Because I'm not done with it.
Eh.
Also,
It's
Cold,
okay.
Cold, Dravisca looks fucking rad.
4 hours.
Oh my god, yeah, all the avatars look so good, Gold. Phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Ready.
I have to do the DM shadows and then mine.
Yeah, you're only like a line art on my screen currently.
Yep, that's okay though. It's a placeholder. It's not forever.
I would just start message saying, send me a placeholder.
It
And I
works.
just drew that in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was fucking quick as hell.
Quick draw.
Right.
Arc.
Shadow, let me know when your advertisement's over.
I think people have said they're over.
Is it over?
I don't know.
Yeah, I literally said it was over like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Okay, relax.
Wait,
All right,
wait a
everybody,
minute.
everybody,
Hold on.
everybody.
Oh, I should probably
May I
toast
ask
for
one
Oreo
thing before we
now.
get into this?
Yes,
Cold
yes,
Weather
go ahead.
Artist, is that not you, Cold? Or
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
me.
that is okay, making sure.
No, Cold is actually hot weather artist in chat.
'Cause I was about to feel bad if, like, because I made a joke earlier assuming it was you, and I was gonna feel really bad if that was some new viewer in the stream, and I was just being mean to them for no reason.
I didn't see the message.
Alrighty, everybody got their funnies out?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, I knew it was coming.
I was
waiting
waiting
for it.
for that.
Admiral, I'm sorry, but you got a skull in a D&D session. I don't think this is gonna end.
You know,
And honestly, I say it's karma to you.
you know. Alrighty, quick
I have-
test. Make sure everybody has music running. Everybody can hear. Yes.
Oh wait,
maybe
how do I
so.
turn music on?
Ooh, yeah.
It
Give
is,
me
it
a-
is very soft on my end.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
quiet.
not gonna be loud. Okay, hold on. How about that?
Stop, I don't
Yes.
have the
I
website.
don't hear it.
Ooh.
All right, hurry up and load it.
I don't have it. Send
What do
it
you
to me. I don't remember it.
You're not in the
No.
roll 20.
I'm gonna
I'm going what?
have fun.
Oh yeah, Admiral's got the good ambiance.
Can stream hear the
Yeah.
ambiance?
I just
Silly
hope
Q
that
says yes.
Twitch will not be mean about it because it's all music from Roll20, so I blame Roll20 otherwise.
Well, if you're recording, then at least I can steal your recordings and upload it.
Yep, I have my recording open.
Now I'm reminded of the ambience.
Dungeons and Draggies. That's half of it, I think.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Solid 3/4, maybe.
There we
All
I
right.
hear a very lonely
Everybody in?
horn.
Yes.
All right, and everybody can hear the music.
Yes.
Dungeons and didgeridoos in the background.
No,
Alright, everybody's got their
come on.
funnies out. Alrighty. Then, let us start the campaign.
Hell yeah.
Stop it. Alright, so first things first. Welcome to Immortal Gateways. I'm getting rid of all of these real quick. Hold on. Stop it. Kimya? Kimya, stop running from me.
Hello.
No more running. Alrighty.
What if we
So-
fly instead?
Let us begin this. Do-do-do. Well then. The Great Sundering has divided your home continent. The once shared nations have suffered in a great war during 894 BS, otherwise known as Before Sundering. The conflict was inevitable. The war was a struggle. It brought calamity and tragedy. It changed the way the world was once shared, creating hatred between the nations and their people. With these years of battle eventually stalemated and the chaos was sated, the war caused scars on the land of Krakugan and its people. But there was always more to come, for it would need to reap its karma. Just 40 years after the war had started and eventually ended, the continent of Krakugan was hit with a bigger problem. Word of a gateway was opened. The religions began to name this unknown gateway the Immortal Gateway. Accounts of the Immortal Gateway vary from religion to religion, from person to person, then from nation. But one thing was known. They say whoever found the gateway would become gods. From this gateway, there are mysteries of strange things happening all around Krakugan, and there was no one better to seek the answers needed than that will be the future heroes of the Immortal Gateway.
Shivers.
The music hit at just the right
The
moment.
timing on that was
did.
perfect.
I timed this perfectly.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
I don't appreciate the growling in my ear.
I'm sorry. Alright, everybody.
I kinda dig it.
You begin in the city of Esamari. This port town rests in between the warmer climate that comes from further into Bayman. The cold torment that breathes upon the waters from its south, Esamari is known as the Town of Beginnings, a home to many that wish to start anew, and have been seeking refuge away from the war from the past 60 years. Today is the Festival of Saloon, in a new year of 994 AS, otherwise known as After Sundering. You, great adventurers, have heard from either friend or foe or stranger, a woman known to you as Volt, or others who might know her more personally, Volt Strixhaven. She has asked for you to come see her at the Naughty Gnome, a tavern. Everybody roll me a d20.
How do I do that
Gosh, if I get a-
again?
So
That-
that's
that
going to
sounds like
be
something I
a
should macro
slash roll and then d20. There's no space between d20.
Where's the macro list? Just rolling a straight
Four.
D20.
Yep,
Roll.
straight d20.
4.
Man, we were off to a great start, Madness.
Oh
And
no.
bar. Wow!
Lovely.
Oh, there it is, the first nat one.
I was waiting for it.
Oh god, I'm so
First
sorry.
nat
This
20
guy.
of the first nat 20 of the go.
Nat
Alrighty.
20. Nat
Or
20.
nat 1, sorry.
Yeah.
My brain is still on a high.
Beautiful
I can't believe I timed
start.
that perfectly. Yeah,
Good
thank you,
whopping
thank
You
you.
guys, you
Roll
guys think
above
you
10.
got the luck? Well, look at number 1 over here.
You know, I'm not feeling so bad about my 8 anymore, dang.
So as we start this,
Visca just is found dead on the floor.
Travisca's passed out from the night before partying.
Visca can't even drink.
Alrighty, so as you enter the Naughty Gnome, let me move everybody over to the Naughty Gnome. Give me one
Also, that's a
second.
boy.
great tavern name, by the way.
The Naughty Gnome.
Ooh.
Like, you
look at
can't tell me
this.
there's not some special entertainment here.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
something there.
Oh, absolutely.
You better believe there's some special entertainment going on here if Garavar has anything to say about it.
All right, so first one to roll the highest is Azriel. So please give me a explanation of how you come into the Naughty Tavern, what you look like, and maybe a companion.
Right. I walk in, looking around, exploring the whole environment. Wait, my companion just walks along with me?
Oh, yeah, no, they go with you, no matter where
Right.
you go.
Sad part is I forgot it.
Did you forget its
Oh,
name already?
yes. It's
Oh,
been a
is
while.
that our companion in the character folder?
Yes. Yep,
Wow.
that is your companion.
Got it. Like I was saying, I explored looking around while wearing two distinct light green robes. I don't know what. Sorry.
It's okay.
I guess we make our way towards one of the middle tables on the left side.
And can you explain what your companion is?
Cannot at the moment. Give me a second.
The camera tries to focus on it, and it just constantly leaps out of frame.
So basically,
For this.
it's okay. So that'll be that, and then your companion is known as Pelegrin, and it is a panther companion because yeah.
Lee.
So your panther companion strolls up beside you and is walking along, looking around. There's a few people inside the tavern that kind of take a glance over and kind of want to shuffle away a little bit because they're like, "Wow, this dude's bringing in a panther into a tavern." Um, so they're not really, they're a little startled. But the bartender kind of just glances over, gives a, welcome kind of wave and a smile and lets you go and take your seat. Um, and let's see who's next. That would be
Not Visca.
It's not Visca. That would be Captain. Please tell how your character comes in, what they look like, and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, casually entering from the main door, who stands before you is a wood half-elf by the name of Garovar. Um, Apparel-wise, Garovar is wearing a set of leather armor, draped and belted and buckled over what appears to be a purple, possibly button-up shirt, with longer sleeves that extend all the way down to the wrists. For pants, it is a slightly darker, leathery, set of somewhat finer-looking pants than you would expect from somebody that appears to have been traveling for a short amount of time. With very dark brown hair, very very similar to the character art here, that you can see. Not necessarily long and flowing, but very bulbous, very full, with a sharp goatee on the face. A rather relaxed look on his face. Gervar casually makes his way over to one of the tables closer to the stage and takes a seat in this seat right here that's being pinged.
Ready? You down?
How do you ping? Just how ping?
You hold.
Hold left click
Yep.
with the pointer selected.
Yeah, when using the select tool.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
Right, you should be. Oh, here we go. There you go. You're not completely on it, but that's okay.
Yeah, no. Gervar takes a seat and intentionally turns a little to keep an eye on the entryway and the bar area.
Ready. And next, I do believe is Shadow or Moth or whatever else.
How much free
Go
reign
ahead
do I
and-
have?
You have as much free reign to do whatever you want. Just don't
Let's
kill
turn-
anybody.
Don't kill
Let's turn the door
anybody.
on a
Okay.
Heavy metal solo
Oh,
of the
darn.
guitar.
What do you mean? Hold on.
Hold on to your seatbelts.
Hold on to your seats.
All right, so sitting roughly in this corner of the tavern is a owl folk. At a glance, speaking now, I'm tripping.
It's okay.
They've been here since early morning. They've coming in since late last night, just before the festivities start. They're just sitting all to themselves. Like there's some drink and some food that's been eaten and done with, and they're just kind of hanging out. At a glance, they just seem to be like a dark owl with like large silver moon eyes. Under the cloak, large dark speckled wings can be found, and they just seem to be overlooking the tavern, watching who comes in, who comes out, and just enjoying the festivity air.
Appreciating the atmosphere.
Yes, that word.
Righty. And last but not least, we have Skeleton, if you'd like to introduce your character.
If he's not climbing out of a barrel, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah,
No.
I need you to do something kind of funny here. You rolled a nat 1.
Okay. Oh, I'll take it. Okay. They're gonna come in through the door. Front door opens, and anyone even looking remotely in the direction, the first thing I see is small. A not even 3-foot tall figure walks in, wearing dark robes and clothing. It would look really mysterious if it weren't for the fact that they were a pair of very obvious skeletal wings coming out of their back, and the hood that's not doing a good job of covering up the horns and literal skull beneath it. This guy is very obviously just looking for what's obvious. They know they were called here, so I'm not good with words. I'm sorry.
We're all tripping.
You should be tripping more than anybody, but it's all right.
They're not making intent to make a show of themselves or anything. They're coming in looking for what they assume they're here for. I guess if this is an empty table, where if there's no other spot they're told to meet up, they're going to find an empty table, make their way over there as quickly and discreetly as possible, and just wait for something obvious to happen, I suppose.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna place you right over here, and you're gonna sit at that empty table there. Alrighty, so as you were all gathered within this tavern known as the Naughty Gnome, a few waitresses come over and welcome you and ask you if you need anything, or if you'd like something to eat, maybe a drink, that kind of thing. And about 5 minutes go by, and then another 10 minutes go by, and then eventually the front doors slam open, and everybody kind of like quickly looks over because this big boom just happened, and a changeling walks in, and she takes a look around, and she spots one, then two, then a third, and then a fourth. And then she's like, okay. And she makes her way along, and she sits down right at this middle table here. And she looks at each of you and eventually motions you all over before saying, all right, come along, come along. So if you'd like all to move your tokens to a seat along this middle table here.
This guy's very blatant
Do
with
we
this.
know who this is? Like any indication who this possibly is?
Yeah, so this is a friend of yours, or maybe a foe. This is Vault.
Oh, this is the
she-
info broker, isn't it?
Yep, this is the info broker.
All right.
She
I'll
is.
move my
She is.
panther.
Oh yes, I will move your panther on you. Your little panther comes and rushes over and jumps onto the table and takes a seat.
A little flourish here. Visca kicks up a little gust of wind with their wings to very sort of launch themselves over in the direction before landing gracefully in their chair.
Vault gives Draviska a look and says, "You got here quickly.
What was that?
You got here quickly.
Not to keep you waiting.
Of course, thank you." Vault looks at each of you and pauses a moment before saying, "I'm glad you were all able to make it. I was worried some may not decide to come, but I'm glad you all made it anyways." She'll look at each of you and say, introductions can last for another time. For right now, there's a bit of an emergency. If anyone would like to jump in and say a word at any time, you're more than welcome to.
What kind of emergency would you call us for? Specifically me. Why?
Well, See, I've met you all one half of another on my ways around Krakugan. And, well, see, there's a bit of an issue. After the war, it was kind of, everything got a little bit more peaceful. But I'm sure you've all heard of the gateway that's opened. And as she mentions gateway, a small gnome on the far side, probably about here or so, he jumps onto the table and starts singing a little jam about the gateway. So some music starts to play. He's got some, maybe it's probably like a violin or something, and he just starts having at it, going for it. And he's singing a little tune, and Vault kind of glances over and gives a little huff and was like, of course.
I'm also going to look at the gnome and say, would you mind?
He'll stop, take a glance at you. Roll me a intimidation.
How do I do that again?
You're gonna go into your journal and you're gonna click your character, and you're gonna go to character sheet, and you're gonna find intimidation under skills and click that
God.
for me.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He immediately gets off the table, takes his seat, and looks a complete different way.
Nope, that didn't happen. He didn't see anything.
Vault
I must say I actually quite like this song, but very well.
Vault takes a look at Kimya and then Garavar and is pausing for a moment and then gives a little chuckle.
How have you been, valet?
She pauses and has to take a glance again before saying, "You're really getting on my nerves here, Garavar."
Wait, so Vault actually says that?
Yes.
Well, be that as it may, you seem desperate enough to go all of us, so I think I'll take my chances on the one joke. But nonetheless, please continue.
Thank you. She will take her seat officially and motion over the bartender, and he drops a couple drinks down for you all, and she, hands him a gold coin and as thanks. And she looks back at Kimya and she's like, so this gateway, I've heard some strange things are happening, and it wasn't so bad. It was mostly out of the city of Bayman. But more recently, there have been words that some things have been happening inside of Bayman. And I'd usually ask Town Guard, that are friend of mine, to look into it for me. But let's just say the last ones that I've sent weren't so helpful. You can easily tell from knowing her just a little bit that mostly she says that in ways of meaning they probably died. However way they died, they died.
They are
So
definitely dead.
yeah. So she pauses and thinks for a little bit longer before saying, "I need a crew that I know can be quick on their feet and know what they're doing. And out of the people I know, you four seemed like the most likely candidates for what I need." She'll take something out of her pouch, and it's a little pouch, and it's got 40 gold pieces in it, and she sets it on the table and goes, "This will be yours after you complete a task to show me that you are all willing to go out and beyond to accomplish the things I need done."
to potentially die.
Maybe, but I have full faith in your overall teamwork compatibilities in this coming future as you guys get to know each other. You're all very well trained in the things you do, and I believe that if there was anybody in the city of Bayman that could ever be able to, or I'm sorry, the nation of Bayman, that would ever be able to do such things that I need accomplished, it would be you four. So she will motion over to a board in the tavern here. It looks like there's a few other, bounty hunters, that kind of thing, that are just standing over there looking over them. A few, snatch a piece of paper off the board before walking off and getting out of the. Yes, the board would be right over here. Before walking out of the tavern, and a few there's even one that goes to grab one, another guy grabs it at the same time. They have a little argument before accidentally tearing it in half, and then they just start having a full out brawl.
As
And-
they do.
Yeah, as they do. So there's some chaos now in the other part of the tavern. This seems like a very lively place. Being its name is it's helpful, being that it is very naughty in here. There's not a lot of good folks that apparently end up coming here. So she motions to it and goes, "Any one of those. I ask you to pick one and come back to me with whatever you know you get from that, and I will be able to go from there, and maybe this gold will be yours." And she immediately takes it back and puts it back into her pouch and stands up before moving her I cannot remember what kind of instrument she has. Hold on a second.
A lyre?
I do
A
believe
lyre?
it's a lyre. Yes, it's a lyre. So she moves her lyre over and she starts strumming a little chord as she quite literally just walks out of the tavern. Like, she left you guys with your situation she needed you to do. She knows what you guys will most likely be able to do this, and she's on her way again. And as she walks out, you notice that just as she's leaving, her body kind of changes a little bit of color, and she looks like she's a brand new person before just walking out and merging into the traffic that's outside of the tavern, and she's gone.
Have the performer.
Before anyone leaves the table, except Volk, I'm gonna put my hands on the table and I'm gonna ask one question. How does each of you know Volk specifically?
She's asking us in character?
Yes.
I've worked near a vault before.
Vault is personal friend. Long time.
He came to visit me at my library, where I used to live.
You own a library?
No, it's more like an institution that I was growing up with.
Ah.
So, just like casual friends?
Business acquaintances for myself.
And you've done what exactly?
To my knowledge, we've shared similar work experiences, though never worked together directly.
Well, we have a job, yes?
I
Suppose.
suppose.
And Visca, without really thinking much more about it, hops off and trots over, makes her way over to the board.
Alrighty. And would you like to read off everything on the board, or just certain things, or?
My character's not going to trust the small skeletal, so that she's also going to walk over.
Visca is going to see what everyone else is gravitating towards before pulling anything off, at least.
Alrighty. So I'm going to read you off a bunch of things from this job board. Do you say what might draw your attention or whatever else? That kind of thing. Also, Cold, just so that you know, in order to move. Oh, you got it. Never mind. Okay. Don't worry about the panther. I'll move it every once in a while.
Don't worry about the panther.
Panther just
Yeah,
jumping on the table.
It'll be fine by
no,
itself. Don't
definitely.
worry about it.
Yeah. So the panther, in a quick escape to get over to where you all are, jumps over a few tables, knocks down a few drinks, and the patrons inside the tavern kind of go like, "Oh!" that kind of thing,
But none of them are going to
So-
tussle with the panther.
Yeah, no, they like notice it's a panther, like, I'm gonna stay away from that.
It's the thing where, like, if they could, they would do something about it, but they
Absolutely.
don't think they can.
Also, I mean, taking a look around the crowd that the panther's kind of following, they're like, I probably shouldn't get into that. They just saw a tussle between two guys fighting over a piece of paper that tore. They're more focused on watching those two beat the crap out of each other. Which is probably now ended up somewhere probably like over here, climbing up to like here. And so they've gravitated away from you guys and are just like full out brawl on the table.
They're making a big theatrical performance out of this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like a
It's-
trail of
Are there
blood all the way
occasional
over
bits of
here.
debris and, like, cups
Yeah,
that manage to
yep.
fly off the balcony?
Yep. Yeah, it's just a trail of blood that's starting to move that way. they're just smacking each other around, that kind of thing. So as you look at this job board, there's about 6 of them that mainly catch your eye. The first one being someone known as a Holma of some sort. She's had her favorite emerald necklace stolen. Her husband is willing to pay somebody to get it back for her. Another one is some kind of, looks like maybe, actually, it might actually be this tavern, but they need somebody to guard his tavern while he's away at festivities. Another person has been hearing some strange sounds and needs somebody to investigate it. He's not really sure what it is, but he needs somebody to investigate. He's willing to pay pretty well for it. There's another one that looks to be actually marked by the local guard, like a little like emblem kind of that's put onto it. Most people kind of stay away from those kind of things. They don't want to be associated with the guard, so it's kind of there. It looks like he is also wanting to enjoy some festivities, and he just needs somebody to guard his area that he's usually on patrol. There's another one that seems to be some kind of hunting of a creature. They're also willing to pay not so bad. And then there's also one that looks a little familiar. It actually looks like it could be won by somebody you know. However, it's a little crumpled. Like, some people were like looking at it, willing to take it, then we're like, maybe not, and kind of put it back. So it's, the writing's a little
It's been a little bit
messy.
handled.
Yeah, it's been handled. So if you'd like to talk amongst yourself and figure out which one may be.
Wait, but
more
what's the
of
job
interest.
of the one that's crumpled?
You aren't really sure. You'd have to take more look into it.
We can at least read it first.
Yeah, if you'd like to read it, then sure. So I need whoever would like to read it to roll me a investigation.
Who's gonna do it? Or are we all gonna do it?
Just
Do it.
one of you, unless you're all looking at the same paper huddled around it.
What's my investigation? I'm gonna be interested. I'll do it.
You'll do it? Oh, okay.
Hey.
Alrighty. You
There we go.
immediately know by the mark that's, been muscled around a little and it looks a little torn. You can tell by the handwriting even that this is definitely something Volt put up there a long time ago. It looks like she needs a deck of illusions that has been stolen from her, and she'd like them back. From there, it's just really all you know. However, you did also just see Vault leave, and probably don't know how to track her back down. So that's really something.
Joy.
Yeah. So that's something, but you could try to find her if you really wanted to.
Finding things that are stolen is kind of a lost cause, Kimya says. You don't know where they could be. They could even be out of town for all you know.
True, but also consider, Volt is the one that is trying to enlist us, and they happen to have a job available here, on this board. Seems a little coincidental to me.
Coincidental and suspicious.
Intriguing, either way.
No other comments from anyone else?
Not on that topic, but otherwise, strange noises.
Could just be wild cat or wild dog.
If that is the case, problem solved.
Potential for an easy job. Potential for something far worse.
Could be easy, or who knows, it could be something more serious, but unlikely considering the town we're in.
She kind of tilts her head back and forth a little bit. Serious, interesting. Yeah.
Is our animal friend gonna say anything? Any comments? Or are you just gonna stand there staring?
Yeah, the panther's gonna give a little growl and kind of move closer to Lysier's leg and kind of like nudge him and like roll his head, basically, like normal cat stuff. And he obviously has no interest. He's just here.
I meant
to be
more
here.
towards Cold's character.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This year's just watching. Doesn't have much to say.
I say
It's just between
we
you two.
can at least pick one, but also
How about the job
potentially
to guard a tavern? Can we look at that one again for potentially more details?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Oh boy, this isn't gonna badly at all.
Investigate the words.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
Oh,
Wow,
Okay,
damn.
you're
there we
all
go.
doing amazing. All right. You can tell that it definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is the tavern you're currently in. It's something from probably the barkeep, and there's a slight name at the top that looks like Briar of some sort. Like literally the name is like Briar, and it's kind of like it's obviously also these most of these have been handled pretty well, so they're a little weird. But it's definitely Briar at the top, maybe something like morning, maybe. Um, it's mainly him saying that there has been some thieves gathering around his tavern, trying to take stuff from his supply room, and he'd like to go enjoy some festivities with his family, and well, he doesn't want to leave the tavern alone, basically.
Is this conveyed to the rest of us?
Obviously, yeah.
All right.
Gilmore's reading this information off verbally. I should have specified that.
We could potentially knock out a few of these tasks with that one. If thieves do happen to come here and we get our hands on them, we could potentially find this lost emerald or deck of illusions.
Them odds, but possibility nonetheless. Nothing else. Guarding a tavern always makes you friends, and having a barkeep for a friend tends to be beneficial.
I can't argue with that one.
If Visca was capable of making obvious expressions, they'd have one. Alas.
So you guys are
Oh.
interested in doing the tavern?
We're in agreement with that.
Yes.
Not declining.
All right. So you will be guarding the tavern. So if you'd like to go talk to the barkeep, talk to whoever, maybe to get more information, make sure you grab the paper.
I reckon since Garovar's the one holding it, they'll bring the paper over to the barkeep.
All right.
I'm just gonna walk over.
Anybody else following us over, or All right, good. There we go.
All right, everybody's over. All right. So, behind the bar is a fairly large dragonborn. And he looks the group up and down as they've come suddenly walking up to him. He spots the letter or the piece of paper in Garavar's hand and kind of eyes him up and down with like the slightly closed eye and the other one kind of wide, like looking him up and down, like
Very obvious sizing him up to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go,
Kinda
sir. You're going to give me every bit of money you have behind the bar.
What?
He immediately sort of looks like he's reaching underneath the bar.
I'm only kidding with you, my dear friend. I'm gonna pull out the paper at this point and put it back on the counter.
He's not gonna let us guard his tavern.
he gives a little like chuckle, like a kind of thing, and
Oh, you bastard.
yeah, he'll put whatever he was about to grab away, and he sets his hands back up onto the bar, and he goes, "So you wish to take my job?"
Indeed, we would.
Well, you all look capable.
I
Visca is
glance
kind
at the
of
little
like-
tiny skeleton.
Visca is not making eye contact. They're just kind of they're sort of sitting like behind one of the chairs, arms crossed, like kind of looking off to the side. Like, yeah.
Wait, is he sitting like on a chair?
No, he's standing. They're standing a bit behind.
You see his eyes behind the counter.
Yeah, so maybe he didn't quite see Draviska yet and finally lays eyes, and it's just like mostly capable.
At that, Visca does turn their head up and just gives them a bit of a glare.
Sorry, little guy. And he'll
This guy used to it.
and he'll nod his head at you guys, and he'll move over and he'll grab another piece of paper and set it down, and it kind of looks like a blueprint maybe of like the tavern, and he pushes it over to the closest person and is like, these are the blueprints to my tavern. I've been having some strange folks walking around here at night. Uh, my wife and my kid would like to go to the festivities, so I'm wanting to do that tonight. If you're all willing to come back and look over my tavern while it's closed, I will give you a key. You can come back later tonight.
I don't know if it's me, but it seems kind of strange. He just trusted us that fast.
Well, obviously he probably has somebody around or something just in case. But for the most part, most people in Bayman are pretty.
Okay,
Pretty-
but
yeah.
except for the people that aren't.
Yeah. They most of the people in Bayman, they know who, like, what groups are around, and y'all don't look like you've been around a while, most likely. So he's never seen you around very much, besides obviously Kimya, who's been here way too many times. So he probably saw that Kimya was probably one of them and was like, all right, I'm a little bit more trusting, and obviously you do all look like you could definitely be possible of doing what he needs, and yeah, so he's offering to let you take the job if you're all willing to do so.
One thing I was curious about, my good man, exactly what was the reward for this job?
Well, you see, a lot of people like to come here, and as you can tell, there's a lot of people that like to cause fights, so I have to constantly re-get stuff, but I'm willing to hand out 20 gold pieces.
Each?
Yes, each.
That seems fair.
That seems fair to me as well.
Yeah, it's just a normal, just, kind of watch over the tavern. If something goes bad, then, I mean, it's more on your fault than his. he's just trying to get people to watch over his tavern.
Fair enough.
I am going to try to take the blueprint just to kind of look over and study.
Alrighty, let me look at my checks real quick. Give
Insight?
me what are you trying to look for? Like, are you looking for a certain type of thing, or
More or less memorizing.
memorizing? All right. Roll me a wisdom check.
This
So you'll
wisdom.
just wisdom. So you'll just
How would I-
literally click on wisdom.
Ooh.
Ooh, all right, yeah, you remember most of the things on this. Like, you can pretty much tell what doors go where, what doors aren't supposed to open, what windows there are in each part of the tavern, that type of thing. Anybody else like to do anything?
Nothing escapes me, but I also
Nope.
now have this information.
Yep, you also now have this information, which could be bad, could be good.
What part of the day is it right now?
It is about afternoon, so in a few hours they'll be moving into evening. The festivities aren't really until, like, later evening, so you have time.
So it's just a short bit after midday.
Yep.
All right. Tell me, when do you intend to lock the tavern for the night and take your leave?
Well, I usually close up in another... He kind of glances up at a clock and for a moment stares at it, probably trying to see what time it is. He's not great at it, apparently. And he'll eventually look back and say, about 4 more hours.
Very well.
So,
So we have some time.
yep, you have time.
I have been jailed and slapped with cheese in that short period of time. And water.
Wow. That's
Stretched.
a lot.
Good on you, New. Very well done.
Yep, across the the tavern, you get a piece of cheese slapping it. No, I'm joking.
There's like some drunk across the bar. Cheese!
I was told that cheese fascinates women.
Would you like to
Reminds me
see
of
my
that one
Swiss
joke of the,
charm?
So we have the day to ourselves, essentially.
You have about 4 hours, yes. You have 4 hours. You can do practically anything, or you could take another job in that 4 hours that could maybe get you done quickly.
Gilbar's gonna take another look at the board one more time. See if there's anything
Alright.
that catches his eye and might be able to knock out somehow.
From the looks of it, From about 2 of them, they look like they could be done pretty quickly. Definitely within that 4-hour span. One looks like just to be hunting a pack of creatures. It's not very far. It's about an hour walk, and by the time you slay whatever they need slayed, bring it back, it'll be about that time. And another one just looks like some strange noises.
Strange noises. Are they here in the city?
They are here in the city, yes.
Hmm.
Those are both things that would probably be up for either way. So
Gilvar's gonna go ahead and grab that bounty and bring it back over to
Okay.
the group and bring it up for discussion. We could potentially take the time to travel over to this location and at least investigate some and see what we might see.
noises seems more interesting. Hunt probably straightforward.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask if I can see the storage room, though, while they walked
Storage
off
room?
and looked over there. The storage room the thieves are trying to get into.
All right, sure, yeah. So, you asked the barkeep if you can see his storage.
Yes.
All right, roll me a charisma check.
Well,
He's gonna make
obviously I gotta know what I'm protecting.
Yeah, and well, he's got to be careful. Oh, so you ask him a few times, like
Cause like mostly see like
ma-
the door they're trying to get through and kind of thing.
yeah. So he kind of like gives you that look, like, you want to see the storage room? Okay, I understand. So he'll grab a key from underneath the table and or the bar, and he'll walk up to the door and he'll unlock it and he'll hold it open for you, and you can go right on in ahead. And if you'd like to look around, roll a investigation.
Also, they
Or
were
persuasion.
and
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Or not persuasion, perception, sorry.
Odd.
Also, Cap
alright,
has to
another
do the
18.
uwu. Cap has to uwu now.
Oh, Cam.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Nice. Alright. With that out of the way. So mostly looks like the normal stuff. And maybe looks like it's also like a part-time kitchen where, there's a cook in the back also just like kind of making up some meals, and there's like a window right about here in the wall that he's like setting dishes down. He looks over at you, kind of like eyes you for a second, like, what the fuck are you doing back here? And then ignores it and goes back to cooking. But for the most part, there's nothing but normal pantry kind of stuff.
What about
There's,
this?
Yep, and then there's that on the floor. So this looks like it could be something that definitely goes underneath the tavern. But it's hard locked. There's about like 3 different locks latching it shut.
I'm going
Not getting in there.
to just like casually question. It's like, oh, what's this?
Are you questioning the cook or are you questioning the bartender?
The bartender, since the cook is busy.
The bartender is going to kind of glance into the room and go, "That's the wine cellar."
Must be very expensive wine.
Well, we are a port city.
It's probably what the thieves are trying to get into.
Possible.
It's just nice to know, is all.
And he'll nod and walk back out and motion you to come back out if you'd like, or otherwise he'll just leave the door open for you to come out when you need.
I just want to like look at this door over here.
That is actually a window.
A window.
Oh.
I'm just going to look at the window, see how easy it is to get in and out of it.
Roll a... Are you looking over it? Yeah, you're...
I would go over there. What was it? Investigation?
Yep, investigation.
Jesus.
Wow, these are some
That is a
great
natural
rolls.
20.
That is a nat 20. Wow. We're
Okay, so
heading
Moth has
right
rolled a
into this.
4, 2 18s, 2 19s, and a 20.
You can't say I'm cheating.
First session's going great, guys.
You are never going to roll another nat 20 in the game.
I know.
That was your only nat 20. So yeah, there's a few, like, you can tell the window's like a little like the tavern's kind of old, so the plaster that's keeping the window there in place. Captain would know better than this about me. I don't build houses or anything like that. I don't do anything like that. Yeah,
It's
like
shoddy.
Yeah, it's like it's a little plastered like windows put into place, and yeah, the plaster's kind of like it's getting old, so it's coming undone, and like the window's a little wiggly. Technically, if you put enough force to it, you could totally pop the window open.
Oh, that's not good.
May I follow them in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Gilvar's gonna step in. May I make a perception check as well to see what I notice?
Sure, go ahead.
Visca is sticking towards the majority of the group. Not like not actually going in, but
That is thoroughly average.
You see just about
But
the same stuff.
I guess I should have rolled investigation actually because I had something else in mind for what. Well, I guess I'm just taking a look around now. I'm not as.
I mean, if you'd like to roll something else, you can let me know.
Oh yeah, but that's cheap though because I had an idea in my mind, but I didn't call it out well enough. So instead, I'm just looking around. So that's on me for goofing.
All right. Well, yeah, you see about all the same stuff Kimya saw.
Lizier also follows along.
I want to take a good close look at this hatch in the middle of the floor.
All right. Yep.
I would actually, if you would let me, I'd like to make an investigation check. I want to give it a good once over. I want to see if there's any sign of it being tampered with in any way. I want to see if it's been in heavy use or if it's been sitting still for a long period of time.
Sure.
I need to open up my character sheet again.
Honestly, I suggest keeping your character sheet just open on a little small thing. Oh, but
ooh.
you can't really tell if it's been opened or not. It looks like it's been in use. There's some scuffs, but other than that, you can't really tell if it's been used or not. It just kind of
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's a hatch.
It's certainly
locked.
the hatch in the floor.
Yeah, it's a very strongly hatched locked hatch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else would like to do anything? Go ahead.
This guy's not going to very obviously go in there. They're sticking out just for now.
I'm pretty much done, so I just walk out.
Alrighty.
Well, Gilvar's not going to stick around by themselves.
Alright, and the Dragonborn
You
shuts the door
spin me
and
right
locks
round,
it.
baby, right round.
The cook kind of like sticks his head out and is like, okay, and then sticks his head back in. He just found that a little odd that a bunch of people came in, looked at their hatch and window, and then left. He probably has no clue that there's a job.
Thank you, by the way, for letting us see. I'm going to make a lap around the building and observe any entry points, anything I find noteworthy.
Go ahead. Also, Kimya's doing a dance on the floor.
And once we get a little progress further along to where other people have a chance to do things, because I'll be doing this for a minute, I'm going around the building investigating. I'm looking for, what I find to be probably weaker looking entry points, or what I would assume people would try to use to sneak into the building.
Okay, so would anybody else like to do anything inside the tavern? Maybe get a drink, whatever?
I'm probably gonna go up in my room and get my things
Alright.
so I can enjoy the town for the next few hours.
Okay, so, yeah, probably, I know it's not on the actual thing, but we're gonna pretend there's probably, like, a staircase, like, just about here that goes up into the top of the tavern, which is, like, a small little... It's got an area to sit and, get some sleep if you stayed there for too long.
If they have to pick you up off the floor from being passed out drunk.
Or if you've been knocked unconscious by a bar fight, they just kind of, like, toss you into one of the rooms, take the gold needed out of your pockets, and then say, alright, have fun.
Like, my character never agreed to a second job. They went off to look at my character doesn't even know about a second job. As far as they know, they did what they needed.
Yep. So, anybody else?
Visca doesn't have a whole lot to do, so they could assist with looking around the perimeter, I suppose.
Okay. Lucier, would you like to do anything?
I'd have the panther sniff around.
Have
the
him sniff around?
perimeter.
Alrighty. Well, Garovar, go ahead and roll with advantage on your investigation.
Okay. I'm assuming that's because Visca's helping me.
Yes, and also the panther's looking around.
Thank you. Oh, the Panthers helping do it. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 17 for the high.
Yep,
Wow.
17. So you
Oh,
notice...
for note, by the way, Garavar definitely got caught off guard at first and turns around and knows, like, oh, God, hi.
Oh, for Visca?
Yes, because he did not know you were following.
Visca just gives a very silent, very unenthusiastic wave.
Hi. Well, I'm sorry if this sounds a little blunt, but what are you exactly?
Okay. The gesture of the skeleton equivalent of a gesture of taking in a deep breath.
Like a mime.
Just like the hands at the bottom of the diaphragm and just raise up as his chest pulls forward.
Kobold. Undead. Obvious. They give it a little. Trying to find the words I want to use.
Yeah. You know, we'll unpack that one later. We'll finish working first. And then proceed to the investigation check results.
Understood.
So the panther probably is going a little bit ahead of you because he's been ordered to do something. So he's running around sniffing the best he can, and he eventually stops about the same area Kimia was looking at the window and kind of like looks at it, tilts his head, and notices there's a few boxes, probably some from here, that have been moved. Kind of looks like someone was maybe trying to look in through the window, but maybe got caught and they scattered off before they could get rid of the boxes. And as he continues to go around, as you guys are all following him,
As we are, by
he
the way, taking that corner, I do want to look at that window from the outside a little more closely.
sure, yeah, it's still about the same thing. It's definitely getting old and it's getting a little, loose.
But
And
does any of the seal around any of the edges appear to be tampered with in some way, as if it was removed at any point, or does it still look like it's all one solid seal on it?
um, I'd say yes. It definitely looks like maybe somebody was messing with like a little dagger. Maybe it was like kind of like trying to peel it away. But obviously had gotten like caught and they scattled off.
It's
It's probably
unfinished.
yeah, it's unfinished.
Gotcha.
Doesn't
While
matter.
Captain's looking at that window, I want to do a funny.
Never mind.
Oh boy.
So my character's gotten their stuff from upstairs, but for no reason at all except because they can. Instead of taking the door, they're gonna just jump out the window and just like land right beside him because they have wings and they don't have to worry about falling.
Uh, how high is that? It's probably.
Like 10 feet at most.
I mean,
This is from a second
story window. Yeah.
Well, remember, like my person can fly. Like, there's like jump out and like
Well, yeah,
use their
of
wings
course.
to like stick the landing.
Yeah.
Visca could do that too.
Erebor
My,
just hears the
my goal
slight
is
whoosh of some
just to
feathers and
scare
just-
Captain at this point.
You're roll me a
Okay, I'm gonna-
acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Hang on.
Yeah, to land on your feet, nicely. Yeah, you landed right in front of him. Maybe did a
Alright.
little like,
I'm gonna roll a
He's a-
d20. A 1 to 10, you managed to scare me. An 11 to 20, and I noticed you falling ahead of time.
you scared the crap out of him.
And so the dice have spoken. Erebor hears the whoosh of some feathers to his side and turns, and there's just an owl looking straight at him, like a solid 7 inches away from the face. Just kind of stumbles back a bit. Says, all of you have a knack for just appearing out of nowhere.
I didn't appear out of nowhere. I appeared from above.
Behind nowhere, what difference does it make? It was nowhere to me. God.
Nowhere would involve probably traveling via planes, which I can't do.
Visca throws out the term
Uh-huh.
semantics.
Thank you, strange skeleton.
This year hears the whole commotion, but just continues to follow polling rig.
Well, just so you know, this is roughly going to be the same tactic I'm going to use when we're guarding, as I'm going to be watching from that window above.
All right, well, Erebor's continuing the circle around the building.
Alrighty, and as you guys are all trying to like make your way and are chatting a little bit, out of nowhere you can hear the panther suddenly let out a little roar, just trying to get people's attention. And he motions to a ladder that appears to be angled to the top of the or the back of the tavern, and it looks like it's probably from people doing work on the tavern, but it's just sitting there. so it could definitely be a way of somebody getting to the top floor. Other than that, he kind of just keeps going around, and Garavar, you eventually see some like leaves or maybe branches that have like been snapped, like people maybe were hiding in the bushes. So that could also be an advantage point. Other than that, that's pretty much all you see.
May I take a look, see maybe if something was left behind? Like maybe they had to get away in a quick manner and drop something?
Sure, go ahead. Roll a
Investigation?
Yep, investigation. Still rolling those good rolls. Um, you're looking in the bushes, correct?
Yes, like the bushes where they seem to have been hiding or fell or something or another.
Yeah, there's a few like little like you can tell like the mulch there, the dirt has a few like marks in it, like somebody was standing there, but doesn't look like there was anything left behind. They just obviously there was people like messing around in the bushes.
Aw.
That's suspicious spots around here.
Is there anything like on the tavern that they would seem like they were trying to get into, like a window or a door?
Other than that window right by the cooking pantry kind of
Storeroom?
area, yeah, the storage room. That's about it. Looks like that's their main advantage point. They want to get in, get it done, and get back out.
Hmm.
But there's definitely a lot of ways to
How
get
old
in.
do those prints look?
They're pretty old. The From the look of the tavern, and you've been here a while. It's been around for about 10, 15 years, and it looks like
I meant
the
the
blueprints are about that
marks.
old.
Oh, the footprints.
Oh, the footprints?
Yeah, the footprints.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the like the
No, like
blueprint.
how old the footprints are.
Oh, okay. The footprints. Well, they're still there, and there's a little bit of a breeze going on, and the bushes are moving. It's probably been a few days at most.
This could have potentially have been their first attempt until they went to the window.
Yep. Could have been.
All
I'm
right.
trying to believe that this could just be multiple different people trying different places at different times.
Which is true as well.
Could be, could be.
This is the town of beginning. There's a lot of people here.
Can Garovar approach the panther slowly so as not to cause it distress?
If the panther jumps him for
If
funnies.
it allows it. If it starts to get agitated, Garovar's not going to continue to approach
This
it, but
thing
if
just
it
rubbed up on
allows
my
it-
leg like 5 minutes ago, sir.
Yeah, but it might like you. It might not like Garovar.
It actually rubbed up against Lysier.
Oh.
Yep.
Oop.
Yeah. Look, the cat did not take kindly to the bird.
Yeah, it's a bird. I mean, it's just kind of it's eyeing everybody that isn't Lysier. Like it's obviously keeping an eye on everybody, but is mostly just kind of protecting Lysier.
Mm.
So you'd like to go up to it?
I would like to try to approach it very cautiously.
All right. It does not look excited that you're getting close. It's definitely looking like it's gonna try to get into that protective stance to protect Lysier.
Okay.
Defensive.
Yeah, very defensive.
Lysia, I think your name is. What is this one's name?
His name is Polygren.
Hologren. Thank you, Polygren. You've been very helpful.
He kind of gives like a little like roar, kind of like in a acceptance.
Small meow.
Yeah, like a little like yeah.
Polygren, continue looking around. I order him to do.
All right, and he's gonna continue to go around, and let me quickly do something.
As the panther's leading on, we're trying to speak to Lysia here. How long have the two of you been traveling together?
Quite a while. I found him. More like I adopted him. Back in our institution, we have a
Oh.
sort of adoption center for animals that were rescued from the wild, attacked basically. And he was one of them that I took care of. And for nearly a decade, we've been together.
Interesting. I suppose we should continue.
Oleg
Right.
finds nothing. He goes around, takes one last look, and is like, "Can't find nothing," and comes back to Lysia.
Yeah, because
He doesn't actually say that,
they
but
rolled a 0. I mean a 1.
Well, Garavar's still going to continue around even if Polygram returns.
Other than that, what was already said, that's about it. That's all there is.
So did we ever
Nice
actually
work,
decide
Polygram.
on the other job we wanted to take?
I do believe it wasn't mentioned between
Boo.
everybody else.
Oh.
It seems like there was talk of it, but it was never agreed on, so I believe we mostly dropped it.
Fair enough. Wanted to make sure.
Wee.
May I take a closer look in this corner by these tables?
Sure, go ahead.
Between the stacks of boxes, a potential window up above, and the tables, I would just like to look around a little closer and see if there's anything noteworthy as I'm continuing my round.
Yep. So it's basically still the same investigation. You don't see anything. There's definitely a window above, but it does not look like it's capable to be climbed into.
Okay.
It's definitely pretty high. There's not enough stacks of boxes to be able to say that somebody could climb them and then get into the window.
And would this be on the second story, or is it just a high up one on the first?
It's just the second story. There's not another window there for the first.
Right.
Alrighty, fair enough. I was just curious.
So, I guess I'm going to bid them adieu, and I'm going to go on my day and enjoy what part of the festival I can.
Visca is here because they were asked to be part of a job, so.
And our job
They're
doesn't
sticking with-
start till tonight.
Very true.
Unless Garavar wants to mention the thing he was up to. Otherwise, everybody's free to go their separate ways until the 4 hours pass.
The matter seems to have been dropped.
Alrighty, so everybody can go do what they'd like to for the next 4 hours, and
I've lost my token, by the way.
You walked right off the map.
You just fell off the edge of the world.
how in the world have you actually? I actually don't see it.
It's off to like
It's
the
because
left
it's off
back
the edge
here.
of the map. You literally yeeted it out of existence.
I didn't know it would do that.
You may as well use planar warp or something, because you're gone. Well, the first death of the campaign. The owl disappeared into nothingness.
The owl has
shadows and got
perished.
jumped.
Today we have witnessed the migration of the great owl.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, there you go. Should we do a deep 20 roll maybe to come up with like an order of who's gonna do what?
I mean,
It sounds like we're doing a time jump here, huh?
yeah, we're just doing a time jump. You guys say if you're going to go do something special. If not, then we'll basically time jump back to you when you guys all come back.
One thing before Garavar jumps. He's gonna go back around the corner. He's gonna look in the window. There was the cook in the storage room before, correct?
Yep, he is cooking up like a storm.
They still in there?
Yep.
Okay. After making sure they still in there, Garavar is gonna return to the inner area of the bar.
I like how Captain
gonna
just
take a
like
seat.
phased through a wall right there.
Well, there's
This is
there's
the
like-
door. This is the
Yeah,
seat.
window
This
there,
is the
but-
seating
I wasn't gonna-
area.
I was too lazy to drag myself all the way back around over here. I'm
Kool-Aid
sorry.
Man busts in.
No, it's funny you should mention that.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that.
But anyway, Garavar is gonna take a seat back here at this table, get another drink, and is going to stick around and keep an eye on things. One thing specifically Garavar is making a note of is the cook. Whenever it gets to the point where the place gets locked up and the cook leaves, he wants to keep an eye on him.
Taking suspicion of the cook now.
Ready? Go ahead and roll me a. Let's see. Do a perception. Just to sit there and basically watch.
Don't mess it up.
13. It's decent.
I used to have advantage on, but it doesn't matter because both rolled 13.
Oh, I left it to advantage. My bad. Let me fix
fine.
that before I go any further.
Yep.
I forgot it's a toggleable thing on roll 20. But
Yep.
it's still 13, so.
Alrighty. So, anybody else like do anything else?
Is it like a balcony on the second floor over the first floor, or is it just like a full separate floor? Like,
It's just a full separate floor.
So it's not like a higher floor that like looks over the first floor then.
No.
Okay, then this is probably just gonna sit off in one of the corners inside and wait as well. not ordering anything because obvious reasons, but generally just not drawing much attention to themselves.
I'm the only person who's going to go out and enjoy their day.
Yep. Unless Licia would like to go somewhere.
Lucius is gonna go back to his inn for a nap.
Alrighty. So
Most
Kimya
realist
and...
answer of all. Going back for a nap.
Yep. So Licia and Kimya leave, and then it's just Javiska and Garavar.
Fall off
I'm
the
not
map
sure if it
real
comes
quick.
across, but Visca's not really one for crowds and festivities.
So if there is anything, like, as I am going out and like enjoying like the stall food and watching some of the things, I am looking around for like people. I'm like in this general area vicinity of the tavern, just kind of keeping an eye out, see maybe people are kind of eyeing the tavern too closely, or trying to listen on what people are saying around me, essentially.
Roll a perception.
Perception.
Wow.
Alrighty.
That's
7 out of
decent.
20s.
Alright, everybody else doing what they want to do?
I'm going to say something that I hope comes back to be karmically balancing. You can't seem to roll bad, Inky.
Yeah, what the heck?
Double digits.
It's through an AI. You can't blame me.
No, I'm hoping that that's like going to trigger the universe into being like, oh, wait, we got to fix the glitch, and balances your rolls out.
Well, that, and also her class does give her very good, like, insight, perception kind of.
Yeah, all the things I've been rolling, I
Stop,
generally
he's
have like
Sean.
pluses
I don't care.
on.
I'm complaining. Let me complain, okay?
So as long as everybody's doing their thing, so BCR went to go take a nap with Pelegrin. Kimya's off to enjoy that. Visca, are you looking for anything, or are you just kind of hanging out?
Just general, like, looking around, taking note of people coming and going, but not really deeply investigating. Just
Also,
generally keeping an eye on things.
I wanted to read what someone said, but Captain saw it.
Other than that, so let's start with Captain. So the cook definitely is doing his job the entire time. He's kind of just being told what he needs to make. He'll make it up, put it onto the window, and he's just doing his job really. He eventually gets a break. He seems to like walk out the door here, and he comes to about here to this window. No problem. And he maybe takes out something, and he's just kind of sitting there relaxing, taking his break. Eventually he comes back in and starts his job again. He doesn't seem to be doing anything. He's just kind of just doing everyday working.
So he does take a break, goes outside for a bit, and then goes back and continues working.
Yep.
Okay.
As for Kimya,
Yes.
this part there's a lot of people. Definitely a lot of people. They, some people like kind of look around. They're going into different places. They'll stay for a little bit, then seem to come back out. At one point, as the day starts to go down, the groups start to get larger because the festivities are like really about to kick in. So it's getting a little harder to see things, but you can definitely tell as the night's going down that there's some odd folk that are kind of coming out of the shadows, and they're there's a few that are walking around the district. They're not really making too many like really weird acts that would usually cause suspicion, but there's some really weird people kind of walking around.
Mocking here.
Yeah, there's probably somebody who'd like nudge another guy, and he probably yells at him like, "I'm walking here," yeah, that kind of thing.
Needs to be the stereotypical New York or Boston accent, whatever it is.
I'm just gonna make note on like where these peoples are coming from, like how
Most
they
of
like
them are
entered the
from-
street.
Yeah, so with the 16, most of them are coming from alleys. It looks like you're not really sure where exactly from the alleys, like which direction they're coming in.
And I'm just like, trying to make sure, like,
It's
oh,
just
this
an
person
alley.
came from that alley, and that person came from that alley. Trying to remember this, just in case they try to run away. If there's any kind of confrontation, I could potentially try to follow them through the way they came.
All right, roll another wisdom check to see if you can remember all those.
Yes.
You definitely remember them.
19, goddamn.
A universe, take a hint.
You definitely remembered them all.
And then as it gets later, I am going to return to the tavern, and as I said before, I'm going to go to the room that I had rented, which is conveniently above this window. Since you didn't argue with that before.
You said you're gonna mention it to them?
I did mention it to Captain prior.
Okay.
That's where I would be, in the room above, watching below.
Okay.
Since
so you're
this is
you're
where
gonna
they're
sit above
seeming
and
to
watch it.
be coming from.
All right.
Then I'm going to sit on this window. But not in the kitchen. I'm above it.
Yeah, you're above it. Okay. So,
Oh, man.
other than that,
You know, I am curious what this barkeep's plan was for anybody that was potentially renting a room here, if they plan to lock it up for hours on end.
they actually plan to kick everybody out.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Except me.
So actually, yeah, well, they technically did tell you that you had to leave, but since you're staying there anyways, he's just like, keep your key.
Hehehe.
But yeah, at one point, Garavar, you probably see him walk upstairs. You hear some like knocking on doors above and some footsteps, and you kind of hear a, "It's time to go. I'm closing up. Everybody get the fuck out," kind of thing. So they're just like, "All right, time to go."
Cheating. I'm not.
So yeah, so most of them they're. You see a few people, definitely some weird people, come stumbling down the stairs, or they just kind of like topple down the stairs, kind of, and make their way out. And
Some of them
you know,
are like, never staying here again.
yeah, there's a few that are like really upset that they got kicked out because maybe they were, they can't find anybody anywhere else to stay because of the festivities. So the fact this is closing down, it's not making them happy.
It's like they didn't bother to check, hey, will you stay open during any festivities?
Man, I got a great room to stay at right near where all the festivities are happening. I sure hope nobody decides to kick me out.
Yep, no, his plan was if nobody took that, then just let them stay and he'll be forced to work. But otherwise, since you guys came in and offered to take the job, he's like, all right, everybody get out.
What a
You can
loving
have your-
father.
Yeah, you can have your gold back if you want, but I got a family to go hang out with. And obviously, he's a pretty big dragonborn, so most people aren't gonna be like, I'm probably not gonna mess with him. He's definitely quite intimidating. So, as long as everybody's here, we'd like to time skip to the time.
Seems like it.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, as the day starts to get darker, I'm gonna move the panther in here. There was at one point also somebody who came in, probably like a janitor or something. They cleaned up the mess on the floor.
From the fight.
So they cleaned up the mess on the floor. There's still a little bit left. You could tell, like, probably right there. They didn't really clean up very well.
But they left a spot of blood right there on the map.
Like
Yeah,
there and there and here.
Yeah, they didn't clean up quite well. But it was
This
cleaned.
person on a budget.
Yeah, it was cleaned up well enough that nobody's gonna immediately complain about it. Other than that, so as the day starts to go down, the bartender eventually hands one of you the key. Whoever would like to take it, go ahead. The cook leaves a few minutes beforehand. Everybody's out from upstairs. There's nobody left in there. He kind of gives you tells you, good luck, and he walks out and locks the door behind him. And as he's walking off from the window here, you can tell that his wife and probably a kid was standing outside, and he joins up with them and starts to go to his festivities.
Okay, so exactly how dark is it getting outside?
Is like dropping to evening, so the sun's going down, so it's gonna start getting really dark within the next 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so at that point, this guy will probably head outside. Just kind of like keep to the a little bit outside on the perimeter, maybe up by the rooftops, kind of scouting around the place to make sure no one else is like trying to sneak in through alleys.
Okay, is there a certain
makes sense.
part of the roof that you'd like to sit on, or are you just maybe keeping an eye on the
Like kind of
entirety
going
of
back
the?
and forth between like this side and the other one.
Alrighty, so you're just coming back from between here and here and
Mostly,
checking.
yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll me a perception.
All right. Crit 1. It's not a crit 1.
It's pretty good. All right. If everybody else would like to also roll perception.
Yes.
So what are we doing at this stage? I apologize. I zoned out for just a moment.
We're all rolling perception.
To watch out for
Yep, watching out for anybody to come near the tavern or something weird sounds or whatever.
Also,
Can I establish
what if-
where I'm keeping watch?
Yes, go ahead and put your token where you'd like to keep watch.
I'm
Also,
trying to
if Visca
enter
is trying to-
stealth here.
Yeah, if Visca's trying to keep their own like kind of profile low, just with their size and
Yeah, I'm
shit. while
trying
they're
to
kind of
watch in
busy.
like this general area, but I'm also trying to like listen to see if anything happening over here.
Yeah, that's what the perception's for. Basically,
Gotcha.
tell if anybody's there.
Should I also
That's a
roll
solid
stealth to see
17.
how well they
If
keep
you,
the...
yes, if you're trying to hide, then I'd rolled stealth.
Wow.
May I persuade you to potentially give us advantage since we're doing this ahead of time?
Unfortunately, no.
Dang. Okay.
If I
22, let's
miss
go.
someone just like standing under me, I'm gonna be upset.
Also, I would like to cite one thing, based on
Yes.
where I'm hiding. I'm trying to kind of invoke part of my Wood Elf descent, which has the Mask of the Wild perk, which says I can attempt to hide when even lightly obscured.
Yep.
So I'm kind of playing into that, but just trying to kind of hide around this corner here. It's not the greatest hiding spot, but I'm playing into my ability to blend in a little better. Which I believe between that and the good stealth roll should help out with that.
Oh, definitely. Alrighty. So, from here, I'm going to need all of you to roll me for initiative.
Oh boy.
Everybody suddenly tenses up.
Oof. Big oof.
Erevar is
I
not worried about whatever's going on.
forgot to open up the initiative.
Do we need
I
to-
can't find it.
Hold on 1 second.
Cap, you aren't.
Hey, like I said, Gerevar is not worried about anything going on nearby. Big chillin'.
Don't know why there's two of you. This is awkward. Hold on.
Hey, Amy, to be fair,
Evil
I
twins.
got a stout stealth and perception roll there.
Gee,
A
Jeremiah, why does
17 and a
Mom let you have
17.
2 turns on the initiative tracker?
Okay, give me a roll. What did you roll?
Oh, the 14.
I don't know why I didn't do it in time. Now I gotta put these in actually by hand. Great, love my life.
I did it.
So,
We're missing one.
Colt. Yes, Colt. When you look at your character sheet, you're gonna see at the top, it's gonna say initiative.
Like right
Maybe in the
between your
middle
armor,
area.
armor class and
Yeah.
speed.
Oh.
You're just gonna press the little thing that says initiative.
Boom.
There you go.
Solid 13.
Indeed. This should not be up here. You should be down here. This should be up here. I don't know why these are acting weird. Alrighty. Other than that, I need to roll for
The opposition?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Cap just lazy and didn't want to do anything.
And the stairs are up there, so we're gonna say that.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Now I'll let you, Admiral, decide which side Visca
Oh, they're
is coming on when
everywhere.
this happens.
My
Yes,
God,
they
they're
are
just
everywhere.
Oh my God. Hi.
Can I move this? Oh, yes, I
Okay,
can.
so this one here that I'm pinging, is that inside, outside? What?
He is outside.
And this one's
What about-
inside?
That one's inside.
How the
Yep.
fuck did he get inside?
Nobody looked
The
up
ladder.
there.
The ladder. Oh.
I was listening.
Yeah, but you're in
Uh,
another room and
Yeah,
everything. and
you
they're being quiet.
technically would not be able to hear from the complete other side. He
True.
He came in about like right here to the stairs. He moved it over quietly and then climbed up into it.
It was
Uh,
probably like they rolled high enough on stealth to bypass your perception, given how far you were or something.
True.
Yeah, that or Visca was not on the side that was closest when that happened.
Where were you anyway, Visca? I didn't notice where you
Visca was
stationed.
kind of going back and forth between checking along both of the longer sides of the outside of the tavern.
The what?
Visca was keeping up up on the rooftop, sort of on both of the sides of the tavern.
Oh, you were on the roof.
Yes, looking down, trying to see out of sight, make sure if anyone's trying to sneak by that they wouldn't be seen either.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, he rolled really low. I don't know why this keeps doing that. I want it like that. There we go.
Could I potentially roll a stealth to see how hidden I am?
Did you not already roll stealth?
No, I just rolled perception.
Alright, roll stealth.
Oh, neither did I.
And I think I have.
Yeah, I think me and Visca were the only ones actually entered stealth.
Yeah.
I am proficient in the stealth skill.
If you are hiding somewhere, you need to put stealth. If you're out in the middle of... Yeah, if you're in the open, then you
Oh
wouldn't.
God.
Okay. That's why they were able to climb up. They could tell that you were there.
Wait a minute. How do you label yourself as stealth?
What do you mean?
You said you need to put stealth if you're hiding.
No, I mean, like, I do a stealth check.
Oh, okay. You need to do it before I got it.
And also, before this all begins, I want you to say which side Visco is currently on when this all starts.
He was probably about here, so he most likely saw this one over here.
Okay.
You two just see each other from across the alley like, hey, Bob.
No,
Yep.
Visca's up. Visca's up.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's
but
up.
that one's on the roof too, isn't he?
Yep, exactly. That's
But
why
y'all
they
just probably
each other.
saw each other after a minute.
Yep.
Like, hey,
Oh no.
how you doing?
Alrighty, first things first. Let's get this started. Let me open this up so that I have this open. Wait, I need to do it for Polig. That's right. Hold on one moment. I was not clicked on Polig. Hold on.
Also, Lycia, where were you at? Were you inside?
Yep, he's in the middle.
Okay.
Hopefully
The
he'll
middle
get the
first
one
floor.
inside.
Hopefully.
I
Hopefully.
mean, it is a 2v1.
But it is a level 3 engagement. Lots of bad things can happen. Hey, somebody roll lower than me on the initiative. Let's go.
Yep, you rolled a 4. Cap, what is your dex?
My dex is it is a 16 plus 3.
16, and this is a 15. Okay, so yes, he's under you. Okay.
Yay! I'm ahead of 2 people in combat. Let's go.
Yes, sure. Alrighty.
You're
Let me just-
faster than the panther.
People being a loose term. Felines, or perhaps corpse might fit one or the other better.
Alrighty. So, first things first, the first person on this list is this guy inside. So, their...
Ladder boy.
Yep, so their speed is... So he is going to... Okay, so he's gonna come down these stairs.
And you did okay.
And he's gonna immediately or let me do... I don't have insight on here. Let's see if he even sees Lysier. He does not. Okay, so he's not gonna see that Lysier is in there. Nor is he gonna see the panther that probably is looking over at him now.
Dark fur.
Yep. So he does not see him. He's gonna stop his turn there, and he's gonna most likely be heading straight towards that, the storage room here. That's his main goal. Okay, so next, Javiska.
Okay, so let's see. First thing first, is it obvious that what these guys are after?
Oh, I'm sure. Of course, yeah. They're
Okay.
obviously here to get into that storage. There's no way that they'd be going after anything else.
Okay, let me just check something real quick. Let's see. Bonus.
A tavern doesn't really have much to give. It's a tavern. Unless they're wanting a free place to sleep without getting noticed.
Okay.
They're just really aggressive squatters.
But can I say that as a... Oh, I forgot this. As a reaction to rolling initiative, I'm able to make my shape weapon. Is it late on that now, or...?
It'd be your action. It's only the first round, so you have time.
Because as either as a reaction to rolling initiative or as a bonus action on my turn, would it be?
It'd be a bonus action.
Okay. So a bit late in the reaction.
Yep.
Oh, so this guy then gets to see Visca sort of lift a hand, and then a faintly glowing purple chakram just sort of appears. And as quickly as it's formed, it's thrown.
All right, roll to hit.
Here we go. Wow.
That hits. Roll. You are doing this one. Yep.
Yeah, the one that's very obviously.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. He looks so this chakram like slams into his chest, and he like falls back just a little, and he tries to gather himself, and he kind of just gives out a and then yeah, no, it definitely hurt, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain.
That Visca sort of like jumps back a bit more afterwards. It's still on the roofs, obviously, but
So he's gonna move back a little.
yeah.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
I don't think there's much else I can do.
Alrighty.
I am measuring
Yeah,
really quickly.
Admiral, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Which of the two remaining bandits has the 13 and the 4 for the roll?
So the
If you hover over them in the turn order,
Yeah.
it will highlight which token it is.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Hey, that helps, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I have to go ahead of
So-
the game right here.
My goal is I want to try and make it over there to him. Because I want to try and tackle and grapple him.
Okay. So you're gonna jump out the window.
And like fly over there.
All right. Roll acrobatics.
Oof.
Yeah, so you jump out that
Oh.
window after sliding it open, and you try to land anyways, but you're now hanging off of the side there. You're like halfway on it, halfway off.
Oh,
You're
God.
just stuck there.
I'm gonna mute for 2
s-
seconds.
That's fine.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for that raid. We are currently playing Dungeons and Dragons. Hello there, Snail. How are you? Hang on, let me do a thingy. Snail. Boom. What were you guys doing? Everyone to come over. Hello, how are you? How is everybody? They're currently fighting and doing stuff. I don't know what they're doing. The Underground Alliance is here. How's everyone's day? Hey, thank you for that follow. I think I also have a thingy here. Hang on. How many commands have I set up already? Yeah, there we go. Let me unmute so we can hear what they're doing.
Then noticed him. I was able to notice him too.
Roll a perception check. See if you can see him. You definitely see him. You definitely see him. You heard him coming down those stairs. He was on his way.
Thinking it's gonna be easy.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely caught off guard.
I guess I try to take out my bow and try to shoot at him.
Go ahead. So just
Ow.
click on your bow.
My bow.
Yep, so it'll be on your weapons list.
Attacks and spellcasting.
Yep. And you'll just click on it.
And that will roll its attack roll.
I
I'll do
believe
that.
in you.
What was that called?
I need a little help.
It's okay, no
I'm not
worries.
used to the UI.
So you see where your hit points are? Where's this? You see it?
I see armor. And
All right, so you
speed.
see your initiative. So keep going down underneath hit points. Keep following it down, and eventually you're gonna see
Oh.
your inventory. So you're just gonna click your longbow. That definitely
Good
hits.
God Almighty.
Yep, definitely hits. If you want to roll, so you're just gonna click on longbow where it says longbow +6. Just click on
Down
it.
in the chat itself.
Yep. 9 piercing
There you
damage.
go.
Alrighty. So this guy gets shot and he definitely was caught off guard. It had hurt a lot. He kind of like stumbles down the stairs and almost falls, but he like catches himself on the railing and like locks eyes with Lysier and is like, "Oh, I didn't see you there." And yeah, so that's him. So he's now been hit. Alrighty, Garavar.
Okay. Garavar hearing the commotion from above, one from Javiska, and then from some sort of a clattering noise happening near them.
A very graceful owl.
They're gonna step out, look up. Am I able to see the bandit from here up on the roof?
The you do have dark vision, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, no, you definitely see him.
Okay, looking, making contact, presuming that that's not an ally, given the weird positioning compared to where Garavar knew all of his other friends were. He's going to go ahead and have his sword summon from almost an ethereal, cloudy darkness. As he reaches behind him, it appears in his hand. He pulls it out, and performing a bit of a somatic motion around the gemstone, laid directly into the hilt, a small beam of like purple crackling energy is going to summon and flow around the sword. And as Garavar summons this and points the sword toward this thief, a beam of crackling energy is going to shoot out toward them as I cast Eldritch Blast. They need to make me a saving throw.
Alrighty, what saving throw?
Let me take a look at that and I'll tell you. It is going to be... It should be a charisma?
I hope we know we don't want to kill these
It doesn't
people.
say it here in D&D Beyond. Or, not in D&D Beyond. In Roll20. Why doesn't it say it?
Hold on. Let me check for you.
You're looking for a saving throw for it?
Yeah, what is the saving? It should be charisma, correct?
Also, my
No,
character's like
no, it's
dangling
a-
off this roof
I don't
in front of
blast,
you.
So I don't believe that there is one. I think you just immediately hit it.
Wait, really?
If a
Oh, I make a
So-
range spell. Oh, my bad. I thought it was one that they had to make a save throw against. My bad.
Nope. So just click
Okay.
on Eldritch Blast. There you go. Oh
No,
no, there
it
is a
says-
spell save DC.
I'll save DC. Yeah.
No, there
What is
isn't.
this? Oh,
You can click on Engines.
why?
Nope. No, there isn't one.
There's no spell save DC?
As far as I can see.
Hold on.
Hang on a
My
minute.
Eldritch spell
I'm gonna go back to good old handy dandy D&D Beyond because that's more reliable. Sorry, Roll20.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm not seeing one.
Okay, you know, it is a regular attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a regular attack roll. So
Okay, let me go
that
ahead and roll that
is-
then.
Yep, 1d10.
Well, it's a regular attack roll, so I need to roll an attack plus an amount. So for me, it would be a d20 plus 6 for my charisma modifier. Okay, or rather for I get a bonus to it because of some warlock subclass bonuses I went with. So that's gonna be a 20 to hit.
Yeah. So you shoot this Eldritch Blast from your sword, and it literally just cuts him in half. And he's dead.
Hey, what?
Yep.
How much health did he have?
They are
this-
not. They're goons.
But how much health? Because I needed to roll at least a d10 and then plus 4. So I mean, was he that weak?
Visca dealt
Yeah.
11
Wait, is he
damage to
dead?
Moray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus
he's dead.
Christ. Oh, God, okay. So he just splits in half?
Yep. You just split him in half. He
I'm
only
sort of
had 1
looking
HP
like,
left.
why did you kill him?
Okay, so now after slightly zoning out and realizing, oh, God, oh. So I'm still learning this. And Garavar's gonna step back where he was hiding before.
Visca is surprised by just seeing this man slaughtered. Like, oh,
Yeah. Yep,
That's
you
the end of
just-
Garavar's turn.
Yeah, you just saw a blast go through him, and it struck
That
him, and
worked
it
out
just
better
tore
than
him in half.
expected.
Yeah, no, these guys they're just goons. They're just goons.
Murder! Let's go!
Why
They
are
just
you
committed
killing
mass murder on D&D. Nice.
yay!
I'm glad you're all enjoying
Yeah.
your murder.
Question
I want
Look.
blood.
All right, so for Pollick, he is going to see that this guy is here, and he's gonna look at Lysier and make sure that he is okay with him attacking.
Get him.
Yeet him.
Get 'em.
Alrighty. So yep, he's gonna run up to this guy, and he's going to use, but he's just he's gonna bite him.
Oh my
He's gonna
God.
try biting him.
Oh,
And-
oh, oh.
and-
Why are you killing people?
They broke in. I think they gave up the whole right to have a conversation first.
Yeah, they technically did.
Not me starting
Alright,
like our
and
conversation.
that
Or, like it'd be
is-
good to like get a hold of these people and maybe find where they're who's stealing things. I guess
Sorry,
we'll
it's hard-
never know.
It is hard to softly electrocute somebody with force energy.
And this guy's fucking dead. So you see this panther jump and
Oh.
bite onto this man, and he just starts doing like alligator rolls, and he's just like tearing this guy apart. So yep, that guy's fucking dead.
Panther.
I mean,
One
to be
corpse.
fair, we weren't told not to kill.
Pretty much. And this guy's now dead, so it wouldn't matter. He doesn't get a roll. All right, Javiska,
Hello.
it's your turn
Okay.
again.
So, seeing as there's a guy over here,
Oh yeah, there's a guy. I forgot about
Hey, there's a third one.
him.
Visca is
Yeah.
going to start circling around to see if there's anyone else still on the outside. Probably like starting first from around the back, and however, they have a flying speed of 40, so however far that would get them.
Let's see, are you still on the roof, and you're going around looking from the roof?
Yes, they're going around
Okay.
to see if anyone else is still outside.
So
Yes.
you can only go about here. So this would be your range, basically. If you're
well,
flying.
And that's like
first they're starting by going like back in this direction, and then they're going to go back around around here. So
Okay,
Making
well
a bit
you're
of a loop around the edge of the roof, correct?
yes.
yes.
So you still have to use you basically have to use a ruler to go how far you want to go. You're still in initiative, so
Here's like
so I think you can only go 30. So you go your 30 feet and then continue looking around and roll a perception.
there's a hotkey or something for this. Hold on. Oh well. Fuck it, around here. I guess I get around there.
So if you want to move your token over there and then roll a perception.
Where there it is. I'm on spells. Perception. Boop. Wow.
You can see that the ladder has been moved, and that's about it.
Amazing.
Lovely.
So that person's inside. It'd still be faster to keep going around, so they're going to be moving again the next turn.
Alrighty, so that's it.
All right.
Alright, Gimya, you are now stuck on the side of that building. If you want to use a athletics to try to push yourself up,
yes.
or if you want to fall, it would be another acrobatics.
I want to pull myself up, so I need a athletics. Oof.
Yep.
Can I just fly back up?
No. Yeah, you try to push yourself up, you just can't. You can't push yourself up. You're just still hanging there.
Okay, what about my bonus action?
Just
Yeah,
hang in there.
Yeah, see, you can use your bonus action to fall, but you could take fall damage, and I wouldn't suggest that, so I'd probably just continue staying there.
Wouldn't I have to
Rather
roll
than
like a
trip and
strength
falling.
check to make sure I stay on the side though?
Yeah, next round you'll have to see and make sure that you stay on the side, otherwise you're just stuck there. You tried to push yourself up, and you couldn't push yourself up.
I'm gonna yell at what's his face. I'm saying, don't just hide there. Find, look and see if there's anyone else.
Like pulling as hard as you can, peeking your eyes over.
I probably should have took the dash action to keep moving. Oh, well.
Probably.
But
yeah.
could you make a perception check if you're dashing though?
No. Because that's technically your full action is completely just run.
Right. Okay.
Alrighty. Kimmy, is that the end of your turn? You're not gonna try to do anything else?
I can't do anything else.
You're right, you can't do anything else.
Well, there's one option on the table, but it would also result in you being on the ground.
I want to
So
look at that
this-
body.
So this guy, he's gonna run around, and he's gonna see and stop right here, and he's gonna lock eyes that he's looking that direction. He can see that, or hear practically, that there is a lot of commotion going on, and he can tell that. Can he? Let's see. Is he smart?
Is he smart?
Is he smart?
Oh,
Which
yeah, rolled
one is
20. I
it?
accidentally did it both. He rolled a 20. That's a nat 20. Nah, he's smart. Okay, he's smart. You can tell. You can tell there's something wrong. So yeah, you're just gonna suddenly hear like it's almost like a Tarzan kind of sound, like that. Oh, that kind of sound. Yeah, you're just gonna hear that, and suddenly, you're gonna notice that there's gonna be a lot more people appearing suddenly.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So we're gonna need to move this thing over.
Oh no, is he doing the thieves mating call?
Yep, he's doing a thieves mating call.
Oh
Oh
no.
my
So
god.
there's another guy that's gonna come up here.
What?
Yep. So he was hiding on the other side. He came around. He's like, "Wait a minute!" And then if I can get the other picture, if he's in here somewhere.
Plot twist, these were actually guards hired for the festivities. We've massacred the town guard.
Where is it? I just had it a second ago.
Now, if they're the town guard, they're obligated to say halt.
They didn't give us a chance to say anything. We mostly
Really?
killed them as soon as we saw them.
Pretty much.
I mean, that one didn't see me.
Me trying to actually do something reasonable and like grapple one of them to start asking questions. Everyone, murder hobo.
I'm sorry, Garovar doesn't exactly do that very well. It's called magic, and he's not good at it yet.
Brady.
Oh god, there's two of them up there.
Yep, there's two.
And I'm dangling.
Well, stop dangling.
Yep.
Simply stop dangling.
Oh, this guy, he's
You know,
also
talk about a
new to the group.
cliffhanger.
And so is this guy. He's new to the group. And so is
Wow.
this guy. He's new to the group.
They rolled so shit.
Wait a minute, where's
They-
the third one?
There's one over here. And there's these two up
Oh.
here.
But didn't he already have an initiative?
The one who had initiative is dead.
Yeah.
Wait, no, there was one that was up here though, and he
Yeah,
made his way around.
this is him
and This is
now.
him here. So
Yeah.
why does he get a new initiative roll?
No, there's another guy over here, right to his left.
Oh, he was under the turn order thing. I didn't see him. My bad.
Yeah.
Gonna move
He's
that
got
out of
more
the way.
buddies.
Oh God.
Wow, they really rolled shit.
That's what
That's-
I said.
Really
Also,
depressing. actually.
Chronic. What would we do? Exactly what save would we make to try to get Madness out of that?
Technically, if you climbed up there, you could pull them up.
But
Can I
there's two other
climb
people
from there?
now.
There's a
You
barrel
could,
you're
but-
standing right there
but-
by.
Yeah.
And there's
if
these
you-
boxes right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
The
it was-
guy
ladder's
is-
all the way over here.
Yeah, if you climbed up those boxes, or you could also maybe push her from underneath, just like give her a good old huff up there.
I'll
Oh, I
catch
didn't
you.
realize it was that short. I thought it was like the same height as the tavern. My bad.
No. This building besides you is pretty small.
Yeah, if
Gotcha,
you wanna
okay.
risk like claws.
Okay,
Yeah?
new plan then. But that'll have to wait.
Why can
Go
I not
under
find where
her.
this went? Hello, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Try
Okay,
catching her.
I have found it. There's the sheet. I had to restart my Roll20 because it was acting weird. All right. So, this guy. Okay, so yeah, he called his friends, and they all just came up running. They're like, "Oh crap, we're getting attacked," and that was that. So there you go. Yeah, it's your turn again.
Me? Oh.
Yep.
So I'd have to roll a perception to hear that? Like,
No, he
down.
did it quite loudly. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
you
so
you could
I
hear
know
that
where.
he definitely was.
So I'd move down to the front door.
All right, well,
Right.
You
go
can
ahead.
only
So
move so
you-
many feet.
Yep, I do believe you get 30 feet. So you could only go to about there.
I mean,
Unless you hoofed
yeah.
it. Then you could do 60. But then you would get no other action.
Which is probably
I'll do the
fine
30 feet.
since no one's near you.
How do I do the walk?
You just click. What are you trying to do? Like, how far are you trying to move?
Yeah.
So you get 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can move in any direction this far.
Like right there?
Alrighty, yep. Unless you're hoofing it, then you can do another 30.
I'm good.
Alrighty.
Am I able to command Polygram? Or do I have to
Y-
wait for his turn?
You technically could, but he wouldn't be able to until it's his turn.
Yeah, it's like you make the
Oh.
command on your turn, and then on Polygron's turn, it follows the command.
Yeah. Unless it's first, then it's kind of difficult. But for the most part, it's you tell him what to do.
Guess I tell him to follow me.
Tell him follow you? Okay, so when it's his turn, he's gonna follow you. That's
Right.
it?
Yep.
Alright.
follow
Garavar,
you.
your turn.
Okay, well, hearing the Tarzan yell, Garavar's going to peek around the corner over here. Notice the two goons standing over there. Here we go again. And what do I want to do actually? Let me put that back. Do I want to use this? Can I do
That's,
this? Do I have? Is that in range?
a beneficial thing.
It's
When
out
you're
of range. Ah, never mind.
You can probably
a
move
benefit-
some more.
I could, but I
beneficial
don't want it.
beneficial
Good,
shortcut.
yeah.
Beneficial shortcut. When you're clicking and dragging to move your token, if you hit Q, it will bring up the distance between where you're moving and where you're going. And if you hit Q again, it will mark a waypoint, which you can then keep dragging to keep moving your total.
Okay, I'm gonna go back with another Eldritch Blast real quick against this one here.
More
Hey,
murder.
So,
What's the distance for that? That's like 120, isn't it?
it's 120 feet. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hit him.
Well, if I can make the attack.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you got the distance to be able to hit him.
I don't think it's happening. No.
No, you don't.
Trying the same thing, but this time, and it just misses wide right and crashes into whatever this is instead.
Yep, yeah, you probably tried to, like, aim it past this, but it didn't quite work out, and he's also hiding kind of, like, behind
On the
this little
sign
bit.
hanging by the door.
Yeah, yeah, you could have hit the sign if you wanted to say you hit the sign. But it could have went to the sign, and now there's a big hole in the sign.
Protect the tavern.
So instead of it saying Naughty Gnome, it says
Naughty.
Naughty.
There's a hole right where the O was, please.
Sure.
Yes. Let's go. Off targets. Try again next time. And Gervar is going to proceed back to his corner, hopefully out of their reach up here. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Alright.
Yeah, they probably don't even know you're there.
Alright, so
Oh, they know now.
He
True.
is going to listen to what his friend has told him, and he's going to run to meet up with Lysier. And that's his turn, because he's just been told to chuck it. Alright.
Back to Visca. So that call was loud enough to.
Oh yeah, no, everybody definitely heard it.
So if Visca's looking back in that direction and bringing it around, I suppose it's going to be easy enough to see that there are more people on the rooftops again.
Yes. If you
Okay.
yeah. Although the direction of it went this way, so if he's looking this way, he's not going to see these guys over here. Because yeah, they're on top of that roof, yeah, but it's still lower down practically.
Okay, but so at the very least, this is going to. I don't think there's any way I can reasonably get in range of someone within this turn. Visca will see. If I make a perception check while Visca's moving back towards them, because at this point, Visca's going to be cutting straight across the roof rather than going around.
Mhm.
Let me see.
So you're just trying to see where they are.
At least going back this far, like towards the initial sound. On the way back, if I'm making a perception check and Visca, can I roll to see if they notice the other people now?
Yeah, sure, if you like.
All right, here we go. Blind. No, not.
Oh my god, a nat 20.
You definitely see them. You know that they're
He
there.
suddenly feels like he's not in control of his own actions.
Sorry, I heard a mouse
Oh,
under
no.
a snowbank a kilometer downwind. It's really distracting.
All right, so movement is that? So checks take up an action, don't they?
Technically, it's a bonus action.
Okay, so
in
I
my
can.
opinion, anyways.
So I can still chuck the chakram.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Can you?
Alright.
Is the range that far?
Is the range?
It's a 20-60, but I don't get disadvantage from long range with a thing a feat I took from
then
class
yeah,
level.
you don't get disadvantage then.
Let's go.
All right.
So just pick which one you'd like to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Boom,
Fuck, I'm
boom,
gonna
boom.
roll a D2. One on the top. The guy on the top is 1. Guy on the bottom is 2. Guy on the top,
One it is.
right next to his fallen compatriot.
All right.
Behold,
He's over there.
chakram.
Oh my god.
That chakra is
Oh.
fucking OP. All right, roll damage.
I think it.
Why?
You sure you don't want to go with
That's
sniper?
Look, I can't.
And
So it-
slash
Can't do it.
damage. Whoa.
Yep. So again, this chakram smashes into this guy's chest. It like really catches him off guard as well, and he kind of looks over Jariska and he's like, "Why?"
Visca
Before-
is not going to make any attempt to respond.
Yep, he's gonna. Yep, and the chakram. I'm guessing it always comes back after throwing it,
Yes,
right?
it does.
All right. Yep. So it shoots back out of him, and he kind of like falls a little bit, and
Visca
he
throws it
kinda-
with one hand, catches it with the other.
Yep. So yeah, he looks bloody, just like the other guy. And anything else?
I've moved, I've taken a bonus action, and I've taken a normal action.
All right, Kimya, would you like to try to push yourself up again?
Yes.
Or would you? Alrighty, try to push yourself up again.
Athletics.
Yes.
Oh my god, I am just.
No. Have you rolled the same twice? You have.
Psycho, is this when I would like risk falling now?
I mean, if you like.
That's what I was
risk
supposed
falling,
to do. Dang it! I was supposed to help you get up. Ah, I forgot.
So I would like roll a saving throw, maybe.
Yeah, it would be athletic saving throw. Or no, it's not athletics. What is it?
Just a strength saving throw,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, strength. Yeah.
There we go. I managed to hold
Alright.
on, probably.
Yeah, you definitely held on.
I'm just dangling. I am a target.
Yes, you are a target, and they get advantage because technically you can't do anything.
It's a I don't understand why I can't like use my wings to like fly up.
It's some people will
It's
allow it.
weird
I
to go
think
from
that's
like
great.
having your weight suspended by holding yourself in a spot to then flying because that's like an
Yeah.
immediate weight down that you weren't anticipating with wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it would definitely help to like counterbalance my weight.
Oh, next time you could maybe try flapping and get advantage. I mean, you wouldn't fly, but you maybe get help.
I thought that was assumed that I mentioned that first time, like my wings don't help me at all.
Not really, no.
Oh, big sad.
There's something about falling damage.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
I don't remember what the exact thing is. I'd have to look it up if you were to take falling damage, but you saved it, so you're fine.
At what
Alright.
cost, though?
At what cost? You're still stuck there. Alrighty, so this guy just got shot at from Javiska. 45 feet. He's not happy.
It's just for every 10 feet you fall, you take a d6 of bludgeoning damage.
That's not too bad. How long's the fall?
It's honestly not that high. It's 20 feet at most. Maybe 30. Around there.
Technically,
I
you
mean,
can roll for strength 2 times, 1 time keeping.
from there. So this guy sees Javiska. You got shot by him. So he's going to try to hit you with the light crossbow.
All right.
16, does it hit?
Yes, it does.
Ready. So that is... What is the damage for the hit? I want it roll damage. Why? I don't want to type this in. It's really dumb. Can I not hit? How would work? There we go. 9 piercing damage. You've been schmacked.
Ow, I'm now at 13 hit points.
Alrighty, that's the guy's turn. He's fucking useless now. Alright, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Okay. Yeah, he seems Kimya. Yeah, he's more focused on Kimya right now. Although his buddy did just get hit by a skeleton on a roof.
So, as he looks at me, can I say something?
If you would like to, sure.
What are you gonna say in this situation?
You're
Wait, if you
gonna-
let me live,
are
I'll
you-
grant you 3 wishes.
Are you gonna intimidate him, or are you gonna persuade him not to hit you? Or...
These are obviously thieves, right?
Yeah, they're obviously thieves.
I want to speak in the thieves' cant.
Okay.
Now, let me read my thieves' cant real quick.
What? How's it hanging?
Hey, can you help a brother out?
I seem to have found myself in a spot of bother.
Please do not hit me.
Trying to think. I'm gonna say, like, you are trying to get into the wine cellar, right? I know the ins and outs of this place. I could make you a copy of the blueprints. This is in the thieves' cant.
It's a whole lot to saying.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me a This is the wrong one. One moment.
Essentially just trying to save my hide right now.
Yeah. I guess it'd be deception. Roll me a deception.
I'm not lying.
Well, technically, are you actually gonna try to give it to him?
If they survive. I mean, like,
If they-
Wow.
like obviously the fight's gonna have to be over,
Wow.
right?
I mean, are you? It would be a deception if you're not actually gonna give it to him, and you're just trying not to get him to shoot you.
Okay, fine.
But if you're gonna give
Fine.
it to him, I guess that's charisma.
So, because it's in tongues, I will give you advantage.
How do I turn on advantage?
It should just be at the top.
Yeah, the top you can toggle whether it's advantage, normal, or disadvantage rolls.
You see where it says advantage?
How?
No,
If
it's right above initiative.
if you don't see advantage, normal, disadvantage before the core by the spell
Okay.
things,
And then deception.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
He definitely trusts you, so he is not gonna hit you.
Thank God.
And
Maybe help me up.
yeah, I mean, honestly, you're his way in order to get what he wants, and he's gonna come over here and he's gonna try to help you up. So he's going to do a strength. He
You
sucked
need-
at it.
Wow.
Yep. So yeah, he tried.
I am a
He
light
tried to-
owl.
he tried
I
to
have
help you
thin
up.
bones.
He tried to help you up, and instead, he slipped on the shingles and is now like sliding down.
He's now with you.
Yeah, yeah. So now he is also stuck.
He's also dangling on the side with you. Hey, what's up?
It's I do believe that's his turn, so he's stuck now. What is this guy? Yeah, okay, so he's gonna hoof it inside. Or what he's gonna yeah, he's gonna try to run outdoors.
Oh shit, let's go.
No one saw that,
Hey,
right?
you.
What?
Did anyone see that interaction?
I mean, if Garabar might have, and it just depends on what role he wants, or if he wants to. I mean, he can definitely hear it. You're not far.
True,
I mean,
but I don't understand
20
what they were
feet.
saying. But I
Yeah,
could
no.
probably infer that they were picking the owl up.
oh, for sure. All right, so this guy, yeah, he's gonna pass by his buddy, and he's gonna go for Garabar.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, Lucia, it's your turn.
Well, is the door open? No, the door's closed, right?
Nope, the door's actually locked.
Right. But there's that window right there, right?
Yes, this is
Oh.
unlocked.
No, I meant.
However, oh, the
this.
window here? Yeah, you could bust through that window if you'd like.
Yo.
You can
What
roll
up
your
for
hand
my
at it.
discretion?
look after my tavern while I'm out enjoying the festivities with my family.
Proceeds
Just
to
make sure
break
no one
his
gets
tavern.
in.
Breaks
Wanton
out of the
destruction? Okay.
tavern.
Now I'm deciding not to break the window. I feel bad. But I guess it's
I mean-
either him or me, I guess.
I mean, like, as long as he doesn't come inside.
Yeah, as
Like
long as he
a-
doesn't come inside. He could try to come inside, who knows? That's their main goal, is to get inside.
So I guess I'll walk to the window. And can't I?
Are you gonna try to open it, or are you gonna break through it?
Well, at first, I was gonna say at first I want to go look through the window to see him. And if I
Oh.
do see him, I could attack him.
Through the window, you get disadvantage, because it's technically still glass.
Enclosed.
Yeah, it's
So
closed.
then Because here's the thing, do I know he's at the other side?
I mean, you can hear somebody hoofing it past, but you'd have to roll to see if you can see him hoof it past. But, I
Should I
mean,
just roll a regular?
yeah, you just roll perception.
Okay.
Just be normal everyday perception. Which you should be pretty good at. I mean, you definitely saw somebody run past. Can't tell
Okay.
exactly where he is, but you can tell that he ran past. The angle of the window is not great.
So I'll take this advantage to just break through the window.
You're gonna
Oh,
break through the
See if
window?
I can catch them.
Alright,
Yeah.
it'd be your whole action to jump through that window.
Okay.
Alright,
I-
so roll in athletics to get through that window.
He's gonna break it.
Okay.
Oh.
You jump through that window.
Hey, yo.
As Lisa noticed, somebody run by, it's like a foggy, like shadow, because the windows weren't cleaned well enough. He takes the opportunity to just jump through and hopefully catch somebody off guard behind them.
Like a professional stuntman.
Yep. He Kool-Aid man through that window. Alrighty. Garbar, it's your turn.
I can't imagine we're not going to have pay docked for this.
Or broken
Okay.
window, probably.
I mean, there's more than just that.
Alrighty.
The
Taking the
body.
opportunity to use a bonus action, Giravar is going to wield their blade, run the hand along it, and it's going to be. Oh wait, is it not? Oh, this isn't that. Oh, this is a different spell. Okay, I have a question for you, Admiral.
Yes.
For Shadow Blade, the second level spell,
Mhm.
does that entail specifically, and according to your interpretation of it, require having a summoned, basically shadowy sword, or can it be an augmentation of my sword, more or less for
Because
flavoring than anything?
because of what we talked about before, I will let it be your sword.
Okay, good. That makes this a lot simpler. As I was saying, a tenderly shadowy form envelops the blade in Gervar's hand. And Gervar looks toward this thief now running toward him and says, "You never should have come here."
Oh no.
Approaches and is going to unleash on them an attack. Let me make a longsword attack against them. If I can get back to that page. There we go. Nope, that's not
You
going to
do
work.
not hit. Nope.
Big oof.
I'm sorry, I'm still working on the one-liners. They're not very good. Oh, well, that's going to be the end of my turn. I'm just here now.
Alrighty. So Polygren just saw his friend jump out this window, and he's gonna follow suit, and he's gonna jump out that window and land behind him, and he's just gonna wait for his actions for the next round.
Okay.
Visca.
Whatever.
I was just shot.
Yes. No. Yes. Yes, you were.
Okay. Okay.
This man here, he just shot you because you shot him first. Technically, you didn't shoot him. You threw something at him. Wasn't a fan.
Let me double check something real quick. Okay, 5 feet. No, that's fine. Okay. We are going to return the volley.
Oh god, what is that?
Second verse, same as the first. Throw! Wow!
Jesus Christ.
Roll that damage.
So is there any? So what does rolling a crit on a to hit roll actually do? Is that anything specials or just
It gives you more damage, basically.
okay?
You can either roll double dice or double the dice value depending on how the DM chooses.
Is this something that has to be specified now for a roll damage or?
It should automatically do it.
It should. Oh, I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's roll 20. It's gonna do it for you. My
Yep.
bad. I'm used to
Yep,
table
+1.
rules.
So that's 7. And you did go for this guy, correct?
Yes, I got it. Shot me. Wow, it was another D8 and I rolled a 1. Damn.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 12
Um,
damage total. Dang.
Yeah. So, yeah, this chakra gets thrown at him and cuts him in half next to his buddy.
Oh,
So now there's 2 halved bodies on top
one
of this
split
one.
from the top, one split from the gut. God,
Oof.
we're literally drawing and quartering them.
Gimme
Can I pull myself up?
But
Either that or you can fall down. Either way.
I want to
If
try
you-
to pull myself up with the assist of my wings, please.
All right, advantage.
Time for charm.
just
Uh,
before saying that my
with
attempts were
athletics.
Advantage. Athletics, yes.
Hey,
was it
14.
You got up.
Finally.
I set that DC low, and both times you did a 5.
so
The DC was literally 10. You needed 5 more.
Okay, so let's see
What
what I
if-
can do now, because I now have a great opportunity that could either bite me in the ass or prove to be very helpful.
What you gonna do?
Our pink pen, no.
This guy beside you is still there.
I
He's
know.
just hanging.
Suck.
And you get advantage on any attacks you give on him, because he can't do anything to defend himself.
I want to try and tie him up, but I don't know if I can.
You'd have to pull him up first.
That's what I thought. Can I
You
try
can't
to?
tie him, man.
Can I try and pull him up?
You can try. If you roll low enough, you're gonna drop him, and he's gonna be free to run away.
I'd probably attack Genova from the back.
Honestly, yeah.
Well, it seems that I'm still his friend at this time. So maybe he won't.
I mean,
Maybe.
for
So would this
you.
be another athletics?
So you want to pull him up.
Yes.
So yes, it'd be another athletics to pull him up.
Oh,
You
wait.
failed.
So does he just fall?
Technically, you just can't pull him up. He's too heavy. You
Damn.
didn't roll low enough that he would fall. If you roll another 5, then I was going to say yes. He fucking falls.
I wasn't supposed to have advantage, so technically that should have been a 5.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's alright.
I assume it just rolls whatever the first die is what you rolled first.
Also, yes, Visca, go ahead and move your distance if you'd like.
I was trying to say that I kept moving afterwards, but just
Yeah, it's fine.
kept moving.
So what I'm going to do, because I can still move, right?
Technically, all you did was try to help him up, so yep, you get a move action.
Okay.
Just leave him behind. Good luck,
Fuck
buddy.
it. Tries to pull, doesn't work. Well, I tried. Runs
Yeah.
away.
I'm going to stay there for now. Like, as I'm going to, like, actually appear like I'm trying to help him get up.
He's the only one reasonable enough not to kill him on the spot.
Really?
I've had players before that have done that. They always try to save the enemies. I'm perfectly fine with
Because they're from what I can assume, they're just like standard thieves, and I just want a little bit of information.
Well, that's good for you, Miss Info
And my
Broker.
fight or fight kicked in and I attacked, okay?
Look, it's
Yeah.
not my fault.
I'm
that
trying
they
to find
can't-
this emerald and deck of illusions.
Look, it's not my fault that they can't withstand getting cut in half by a chakram.
I don't have a lot of HP, so
that sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue.
all right, Kimia Zetto. That's it. You're not gonna move.
No, sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I was gonna say hello.
No, I'm
You
done.
would have
I'm done.
bodies. You may find
All right.
part of the items. Let me know.
This guy's dead. Wouldn't matter. This guy is gonna try to pull himself back up, cause he does not want to fall. He falls.
Oh my god.
And what is the damage again? It's what?
They said like 1d6 per like 10 feet.
I think so.
You think?
Okay, so that's about like 30 feet up. So 3d6.
Dang. Oh, wow.
Alright.
The luckiest. They built like
pretty
3
much
canopies
lands
on
on
the way
his
down
feet.
Indiana Jones style.
Pretty much lands on his feet and like twists an ankle.
Oh shit!
Oh no, my ankle. It's hurting a little bit.
It hurts just a little. So yeah, he falls, and technically he would be
Prone.
Yeah, he'd be prone.
I'm gonna step away just for a moment.
Alrighty. Where is the prone action? Where is it? Hello.
It's on the floor. You might not have seen it.
Yeah. Usually there's one that says prone. Oh, there it is. Where is it? I have to scroll down. There's so many. Yeah. Where is it? Why? That's prone. Good enough. Alrighty, so he's prone. I do believe
Back
that's his-
pain.
Yeah, big pain. He's got big pain. Alright, this guy. So he just heard a fucking huge smash from behind him. However, his buddy is also getting attacked by Garovar, who just missed, and after doing a hilarious line that he's probably laughing at. So 1 to go after Lysier, 2 for Garovar. He's going after
Aw.
Garovar.
Why?
Oh.
He probably got scared by the panther.
Yeah, just ignore the panther. The panther isn't a problem.
Alrighty, so yep, he's going to run up and he's going to take out his scimitar and he's going to try to hit you with it. There's a 13 hit.
A 13 does not hit.
Alrighty, so it bounces off your armor and you're safe to go. And the guy
Wow.
moves on. This guy is already
Excuse me,
kinda
that thing is
sick of
sharp. It could hurt me.
it. This guy is also trying to go after you, so he's also going to use his scimitar. 14, does that hit?
A 14 hits, yes.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
That's 8 damage.
As a little bit of blood gets drawn from Garovar's presumably like shoulder or something, Garovar's eyes are going to flash purple for a moment and say, "You shouldn't have done that." And I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke with my reaction.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Alrighty, that is going to be...
Someone's mic is on.
That is
you
Shadow's
mean-
fan going mild fast.
Oh dear.
Wow.
That fan
Uh-oh.
is going.
You might want to
It's
mute...
Go
upset.
to yours,
I
Star.
want to mute them for a bit.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna
Send them a
I
DM
can't-
so they know that they've been muted too.
There we go. Get it. Just so they know. Okay.
It's like every time you talk, it responds in fan.
Yeah.
Wait, is it just one? I think it might just be when other people are talking, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It activates for me when other people talk.
Oh, it's
Wow.
silent.
Wow. That's powerful.
Not.
Okay.
Okay, so like, you gonna mute them or?
Yeah, I've got to DM them. Hold on. I gotta server mute them. I feel bad.
Just imagine the sounds of fan while the stream slowly zooms into Maul Savitar. Just no thoughts, head fan.
Ironic. Shouldn't it be a lamp?
Could be. Okay, so
Okay, so
after
they need
biting-
to make me a Dex saving throw.
Dex. Okay. Dex saving throw. He rolled a 7.
They're gonna fail, so they're gonna take 2d10 fire damage.
All right, roll that damage.
Oof.
They're gonna take 9 fire damage from that,
9 fire damage.
Toski.
as I take 8 slashing damage. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me go back and mark that down. It's gonna be 8. There we go. Okay.
I returned.
Yay! I've taken damage. Great.
Wow.
Yay. Alrighty. This here.
Heal. All right.
It's your turn.
Oh, you guys can hear my fan?
I guess this year was mostly caught off guard by the fact that the man closest to him just runs off and joins the other guy, but takes it as an advantage to just attack one of them from behind.
Yep, so you get
Oh.
advantage because you're hitting them from behind.
Okay. Madness is back.
I didn't
There we go.
realize you can hear my fan. You guys never been able to
Yeah.
hear my fan before.
Yeah, I don't. It was every time we talked.
For some reason.
Yeah.
That's so
I mean,
weird.
I think it's normally we.
I mean, we're assuming it was the fan. It may have been something else. Who knows?
Yeah,
I have a
vacuum
fan
cleaner.
going.
'Cause I didn't notice it until it was the only thing that I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Because, like, my thing isn't even lighting up on Discord, signifying I'm making any sound unless I'm speaking.
Yeah, no, you weren't here, and for some reason we were able to like fully hear it.
That's so weird. Can you still hear it now?
No.
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 That's why we're saying it was weird.
Yeah,
That is very weird.
indeed. Alrighty, Lucia, what are you doing? Advantage on any rolls, and tell me which one you're hitting, top or bottom.
The bottom one.
The bottom
when
one.
you're
Alrighty,
attacking.
you get an advantage.
How to do advantage, or just click on advantage?
Yep, and then you roll.
And it will roll twice and highlight the highest result.
Roll twice. How?
No, it will when you click advantage, it will automatically roll the result twice, and it will pick the highest one for you.
Yeah,
Oh.
advantage, normal, and disadvantage are like your roll mode. You can set it, and then when you roll, it does one or the other.
Okay. So now just shoot my longbow at the guy at the bottom.
Boom. Oh my god.
It definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh my god. And that was one that already took damage from my Hellish Rebuke, correct?
Yep. And
Oh.
yeah, so this arrow hits him in from behind, and he like kind of like jolts forward a little, and he probably like chest bumps with you, Garavar, before slumping over, and he's dead.
The arrow just pokes through and like nudges my sternum a little bit.
You see an arrow poke out of his front.
A little bit of blood like sprayed through, like just on the front of my chest plate a little bit. Oh my
You can
god,
see
he's
DC
dead.
Just see
That
DC
man's
go,
dead.
yes.
Murder hobos.
Must be getting tired.
Poor
Alright,
fella's
and-
all tuckered out.
Is that all you'd like to do, or would you like to do an order, or what?
I guess
Ooh,
I'd
you
also
shook a Mandy
order
Panther.
Hooligan to attack the guy on the top, or help
Alright.
assist.
All right, and
Like,
that's your bonus action. So, alrighty,
My
care
cure
about your
action.
Seeing the one person dead in front of me, I'm going to turn to the dude that tried to attack me and missed me and say, my turn. I'm going to roll another attack against him.
Do it.
Wait, I should just do the... Because it's going to be the same for the attack roll. I'll just do the longsword. It's 12.
Wow.
That is the AC, so you do not hit him.
That is the AC?
Yeah, so it doesn't
So
hit
you
him.
don't
Just hit.
you don't practice meets and beats it then?
No.
Oh, then I shouldn't have taken damage earlier. I didn't know you practiced I didn't know that you assumed it had to beat the target to do damage.
Which one was it?
On the
Oh,
second
the
attack from the
14.
goon earlier,
14.
when
All right,
if
yeah,
14 is
no,
my
it's fine.
AC.
It's okay. It's okay. You can roll damage then.
Oh, you
We'll
want
do
to
it
do
that way
that?
then. Yeah, it's fine.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
want to do whatever you want. I don't care. I just didn't know.
No, it's fine. Might miss
Okay,
miscommunication, so let's do it.
okay,
Stay
then
back. But
because my
every time after this, then yes. If it's the exact thing, then it would not hit. But
okay,
if
so it
it's
has
over,
to.
then yes.
So for you, it has to be. Got it. I'll remember that.
Yes. But that
Okay,
does
in that
hit, so
case.
go ahead.
Okay, well for my spell, it actually has 2d8 damage instead of the base. So I'm not gonna roll off the long, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll it and add the modifier for it.
That's fine.
6. That is going to be 22 damage as a sheet of tendrils and dark energy slice through a head of the blade itself.
Oof.
And how do you want to do it? How do you want to kill that man?
Damn.
May I be creative?
Go ahead. Have fun.
Okay. As the blade slices through, the tendril energy latches onto him for a moment, temporarily leaving the sword. It begins to wrap around him, sprouting from within the wound that's slashed across the front of his chest, grabbing a shoulder, twisting it in, grabbing a knee and pulling it up, and just contorting him in so many different ways until eventually it dumps him on the ground.
Oh,
And the
dear.
energy returns to the sword.
The man's definitely dead.
Big oof.
Oof.
this year witnessed all of that firsthand.
Yeah. So did the panther. Alrighty, and that's your turn. Alright, so he has been given a task, and that task just failed because that guy's dead. However, he can definitely smell that there is another person around. So he's gonna try to rush toward this guy since he knows that he's there.
Oh
And
right,
that's his
I
turn.
forgot about that
Oh
man.
god.
Yep.
Smelly smell.
Right, Visca. East.
Okay. Visca saw the guy over here fall, assumed that the owl had that under control. Besides that, Yes, going the end of the roof at some point. This is 15 feet, 15 right here. I don't know where to go first, though. Most of the commotion was down on this side of the building.
Yep.
So I guess this first, this is gonna come to the edge of the roof over here and make sure everything's okay. Before assumedly finishing one.
Greetings, friend. How are you doing?
Like the problem is solved over here. Yeah. Okay. So that was like I think 15 feet of the movement, and then keep moving on this way to the other corner. 15, 30, about here. And from there, I guess they see this guy. But
There's a ledge on there, so you probably can't.
fair enough.
So you probably can't see him now.
Okay, so this guy is, I guess, looking. I guess, making sure there's no one else.
Okay.
As they heard the commotion on this side of the building, went over. It seems to have been dealt with. So now they're going back around the edge over here. And if that ends what they have right now.
Okay. Would this man make noise? Technically, he's prone, so he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't make any noise. Yeah. So yeah, technically, you wouldn't hear anything from him. All right, Kimya.
So I'm going to fly down there next to him,
Alrighty.
and I'm going to take advantage of him being prone and try and tie him up in some way.
Alrighty. So you're gonna try tying him up.
Yes.
Alright. He's gonna try to struggle back, but he gets disadvantage. So. Yeah. No, you tie him up.
Oh,
Victory!
Damn, they keep rolling ones, man.
At one point, he accidentally pulls on the right rope and tightens the grip.
Yep, he definitely
I
tightened
just
it.
throw
Yes,
a rope at him and he tangles himself up.
yeah, so he just goes, what are you doing?
I just have a few
And,
questions for you, is all.
Alright, and that is everybody, and there's nobody left to attack, and so that's the end of initiative.
Wow.
So now, with all these dead folk, a broken window, and a guy that's now tied up, that is the end of that. So everybody's free to move as they wish. Everything
And
else.
don't forget about the now exaggerated O in the sign.
Yep, and yep.
Yes.
And,
Least you just
There's a tiny bit of a. Actually, no, I take that back because it's gonna be 4 centimeters. There's no smoke around it. It's just splintered wood where the O was.
yep.
That is a really naughty gnome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that, please. Is that all of them? Are there more?
Seems to be all of them.
Visco will do another quick lap around the building to make sure.
Roll perception.
Okay. Witness.
You have no clue.
So I'm
You're in
gonna,
a
I'm,
hurry.
I'm gonna prop this man up against the wall, kind of like sit him up and put him against the wall, and I'm just gonna like squat down beside him, just kind of ask some questions, like,
Who sent you?
Where are the drugs going?
Where are the drugs?
like standard stuff. Like at first, like it's like, what are you here for? What were you trying to do? Kind of thing.
Ready? Roll me. Are you trying to like intimidate him or anything, or are you just literally asking him?
I'm gonna try to be civil and just ask him at first.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, no, he fusses up. So you're just asking him like, what are you doing here, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, just basic things. I'm not threatening him just yet. I'm just asking like kind of like a, hey, you got caught. Just tell us what
See
you're
if you'll-
doing. Maybe we'll let you go, kind of thing.
Yep. So he kind of like glances up at you, and he's not smart enough. He's just a goon. Like he's not anything special. He doesn't have anything to hide. So he kind of just like looks over at you and is just like, isn't that obvious? I'm here for the wine.
I'm gonna have some more like detailed questions. Like, have you, is there like perhaps like some sort of black market here? I'm speaking in thieves' cant, so it's like more private about a possible black market when it comes to this matter, where we could possibly find an emerald or perhaps a deck of illusions.
Right.
Is the thief speaking back in Thieves' Cant, or
If Kimia is speaking in Thieves' Cant, then yes, he would be replying in Thieves' Cant.
okay, just making sure.
Yep. So you probably wouldn't understand.
No, I would
Unless
not
you
have
know
a clue.
Thieves'
Like the first part of
You'll
the
just be saying a
conversation was pretty standard and common, but now when it gets to black market matters, it's thieves' cant.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it sounds like just weird, out of context, normal things. And Garavar's is looking very confused.
So when asked about like the black market stuff, he kind of replies with there's black markets everywhere. Like what is there, this I'm not the part of black markets. I'm just here for wine.
And that's fine. I'm just wondering, where would I go to find this?
Nice rhyme.
What do you know anything? Let's see. Let's see if he'd know anything. I'm gonna
You
guess.
understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I said it's probably intelligence. He knows jack shit fucking nothing. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
he's just gonna shake his head and be like, I don't know nothing.
At this point, I'm just like, okay, I pretty much believe him, and then, as promised, I'm literally just gonna untie him and be done with him, unless someone stops me in the process.
I would like to stop this process.
Okay.
Before you continue untying them, Garavar's gonna step over. My turn. First off, does Garavar recognize this individual at all, given their background?
Do history.
Do. No.
Nope. He's a complete stranger. Never seen him in your life.
Go.
I know you.
Do I know you?
Do you work for the Brawlers?
What's that?
You don't. Does he seem very convincing with that who's that?
Do insight.
It's gonna be 12.
One second, and see if he's able to fight you off.
Was a 1.
Oh,
No, no, you definitely didn't. No, you can tell he's lying.
Mm.
You need to work on that a little bit. You're not gonna make it long in this line of work if you are so poor at lying and, well, talking your way out of any sort of a situation. Listen, here's how this works, alright? The only way these ropes come off is if you give me whatever you really have on your value. That could be money, information, it could be connections, it could be anything really that you have, but you need to give me something here. So first up, what do you have?
Well, Kimmy, did you actually try to untie him?
In a way, I also, if you want to
I
try to spin
was
this, I'm
in
trying to
the-
intimidate them with this line of dialogue, using the fact that they're tied up and the fact that I accuse them of lying.
I
Okay,
was like in the start of like going to, but then of course, Captain kind of stepped in.
All right. So, Captain, roll intimidation.
All right. That's a
Three.
15.
Yeah, he's definitely intimidated. He's kind of just gonna slump down a little, and he's kind of gonna like look up at Garavar and like make eye contact, but then immediately look away. And he's just gonna basically say, "I was hired, and if you want to take something off my body, you're more than welcome to. Just let me live."
Who hired you?
Isn't that obvious?
It's really not.
You caught me in a lie, friend.
There are many individuals present in the location you speak of. Surely you know more than just the company you keep. You know who is paying you.
No, sir. And if you would like to roll another insight, you can, but he said no. He does not know who hired him.
Let me give it a shot.
You can't
That's as
tell.
far as this is going. Then I suppose a deal is a deal. And I'm going to try to check for a coin purse on him.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll investigation. Go through his buddy. He is tied up, so it wouldn't matter anyways. I was gonna say go.
What do I find?
You find his coin purse and the anti-thieving coin purse he keeps in his shoe.
Yeah, the reserve coin purse.
So yeah, you find 5 silver coin on him, so you can add that to your inventory, your coins.
I don't know how to do that. I'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I'll remind you.
Yeah, we'll catch you later.
And you can see a letter in his shoe.
Okay.
meantime,
I'm going to go ahead and take
letter.
the letter out and tuck it in my pocket for now.
Alrighty, and that's all he has on him. Just
And-
5 gold coin or not gold coin, silver coin.
Over.
Very well. I'm done with him.
In the meantime, Visca is going to investigate the slice and dice brothers up here.
You may
And-
return to what you intended to do, my friend. Talking to Inky's character.
I'm gonna kneel down, and I'm gonna say, if you hear anything about a deck of illusions, and I'm gonna take, how much money do I have on me? I'm gonna pull out 2 gold pieces and kind of just like flash in his face. I'm gonna give him 1 and say you can get the other one when you hear about a deck of illusions. And I'm gonna give him 1, put the other one in my pocket, and then I'm gonna release him.
Why don't you stole from him? The other gave him money. What is this, bad cop, good cop?
Hold on.
It's better than nothing.
That's Cameo's business. I got what I wanted.
Buff, I need to clarify. This guy came out with a net gain.
Yeah, dude made more money than he did giving it away.
But still, he has the potential to get more if he comes back with the information.
That is true.
Yeah, or he could just stop being involved and walk away.
That is very
completely
true.
Scot-free.
But all I'm asking is like, hey, if you hear anything about this and where to find it, you could potentially get another free gold coin at the risk of nothing.
It's like feeding kids $1 bill at the time to like go do some kind of a random chore around the house for you.
Here's $1.
Go
Come
wash the
back for
dishes.
another.
Alrighty, so after this man is untied and given his gold coin, he kind of gives a thank you and thieves chant before
Skedaddle,
nodding and
skadoodle.
nodding, saying, "I'll let you know," and then he'll run off.
Because like I believe like from our interactions, like we pretty much left on good terms.
Well, you did.
All right. What do I find on the?
Between the two bodies, if you're looking at both, you're gonna find about 7 silver pieces.
Wow.
One was holding more than the other. Because yeah.
Can I look at these bodies? And even
Go
have
ahead.
Pelican help me?
Actually, yeah. Roll. Sorry, skeleton. Can you roll investigation? I forgot. And Lucia, please roll
They're
investigation.
dead.
Invest.
Still,
yeah.
they're thieves. They're thieves, so they hide things. So you need to be able to look through it.
I invested.
Draviska, yep, you do get those coins.
Wow.
Bro.
You find about 2 silver coins.
Fog, I think. So I don't know how to add that to either.
I will add that to yours after.
We should
At the
probably
top-
call
at the
the
top-
Oh wait,
town
there's a coin
guard.
option right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
at
There we
the
go.
top above your item list for inventory, there's
Yeah, there's
copper
literally coin
pieces,
options you
silver
can
pieces,
toggle.
electrum, copper, silver, electrum, gold, platinum.
That's a lot of money. Oh, different kinds of money, I mean.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look to Garivor and say we should probably alert the town guard and oh god. And see
Alert
about
the
getting
town
this
guard.
cleaned
Oh,
up.
God.
Here, I'll add those.
Yes, we should alert them. But may I ask you a favor, my friend?
Yes.
Do not mention the involvement of the brawlers. That was a bit of a honor between the two of us that stayed silent.
As long as you don't give me a reason to mention it, I don't see why not.
Then you have my sincere gratitude. I believe I'm going to go inside and pour myself a drink.
What about that letter there, though?
Sorry, too busy going to get a drink.
So yeah, the front door's locked, by the way.
Just
One
go
of
through
you
the
has
window that's
key,
like-
but now the window is broken. So you could go in through you can either unlock the door like a civilized person or go back through the window. You went through the
I go
window.
through the
He's
window.
chosen the window. So, who has the key? I'm assuming it's
I thought it was I keep wanting to say Visca, and it's not Visca. It is
No.
Mattis's character. It is Kimya.
I would have thought Gyro
Wait, I thought it was
had
Kimya,
it.
wasn't it? Me?
Was I given a key?
Wait, 'cause-
He just handed the key to whoever was close.
But we never specified who that was.
No,
I
neither.
mean-
Nobody said, so it could be anybody.
Well,
I just assumed it was Gyro.
I don't think given my joke, he was gonna hand it to me.
Yeah, he probably did hand it to Kimmy, honestly.
That's what I was like. 'cause he
okay,
knows
so I
Kimya,
have it. So
roughly.
I'm gonna walk in through the door after I just watch him climb through the window. And I'm just gonna spin the key on my finger a moment. I'm like,
May I specify? Never mind. I'll do that later.
Visca also, for ease of cleanup, shoves the half corpses off the roof into the
my
alley.
God.
Alrighty, they're now in the alley.
I've lost my chat box.
Yep, so they flop
Bad
down onto
cop,
the
cop
floor.
hanging from roof, man, a murder cop, and Panther Power duo cop.
So I am gonna go where Captain is, and I am really intrigued about this letter he pulled.
I also follow along behind, going through the door.
And
As I look
assuming
back to the window that I broke.
Suppose it's time we go and read this before we all get a drink. Are the others going to join us? I'm saying this as some of them are trickling in.
yeah, Visca comes in. Visca not drinking.
Well, perhaps Visca reads then. Found a letter on the one that walked away.
I have to leave the
And
game.
I'm going to
to
go
do
ahead
it.
and
So then.
open it up.
Alrighty, and no, there won't be one. It's a pretty straightforward letter. So the letter is from somebody that you read to be a Carvis. Not really sure at the moment, unless you want to roll history. Anybody who wants to see if they know
History.
Yep, if they want to know a Carvis.
History.
Well,
Derviska knows them intimately. Jesus Christ.
If anybody else would like to also roll,
Sure, why not?
more than welcome to.
My dearly beloved Carvis. A weird name.
Is that it? Just you two?
Well, there was 3 of us, but I failed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Garibaldi does not know him. Jarviska, you know this to be a thief within Damon that is pretty well known for wanting to steal things.
As most thieves are.
Yeah, 'cause he's pretty well known for liking to steal a lot of different types of stuff. And he pays pretty well for people to help him steal these kinds of different things. Inky, you know this person very well. This is a person who always seems to be there at the worst moments. And he definitely wants to constantly be there. He's always
So-
trying to. Yep.
So like crime lord.
Yep. He's not really a crime lord. He's just kind of like another thief, another like info kind of person that you
Oh wait,
know
is this who
very
I think
well.
it is? Is this like my person?
It could be.
Oh God.
You
Could
weren't
be.
really sure their name, but it could
Sounds
be.
like your person.
Sounds like my person. I'm just gonna go like, ugh.
So, my dearly beloved Carvis, and I'm reading on.
So basically, the letter is basically
Oh, is it a thieves' cant?
no, it's not.
Okay, thank God.
It's in common. This guy does not.
Imagine.
I saw their bigfoots and.
This letter basically is saying the blueprints that he has is, put in this special spot. To go there you can find it. And then it gives like a list of things that appear to all be different types of wines, which totally could be from the wine cellar. And basically it's basically like what you'd think would be sent to somebody who's telling somebody how to do a hit.
Oh. Well, I don't know. This is from the same guy anyway, because he wouldn't send other people to do his stuff. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Could be, could not be. Who knows? But
So it's
yeah,
only wine on the list.
it's only wines.
Damn.
Yep. If anybody thinks that they might know different types of wines, they're more than welcome to see if they can know wines by rolling out their history. But otherwise, no, wouldn't matter.
None of you are getting my
Gilroy
history
typically
roll
doesn't
on
drink
something
wine.
as pedantic as wine.
I am curious. And when did the owner say they'd be back?
They won't be back until after the festivities are over, which won't be until like early morning.
So we have hours.
Yeah, you still have hours to sit around.
And we just fended off the wave of thieves.
So out of curiosity, I want to break into the wine cellar.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Do you have thieves tools?
I do.
Alrighty, use your thieves tools.
Hang on, how do I use
Your
my
boy's
thieves
going to
tools?
peek in and see this happening and just say, no.
How do I
and go back
use?
to the
How do I
bar.
use them?
You should just be able to click them.
yeah. If you have the proficiency for it, then you just use click the proficiency.
There's click. Attribute would be dexterity.
I like how we're doing this while
I'm
there's still
so
a body
confused
in the
because
bar.
it's just like a bunch of question marks. I am proficient. I'm not confused.
Hold on. Yeah, it should just
Like,
be...
yeah, just clicking it worked for me.
There you go.
That's my roll.
sorry.
I'm not actually doing it. I just tested it, and wow,
There you go.
wow,
Alright, that's it.
wow.
Yeah, no, you definitely got through all 3 of those logs.
Damn.
So I'm not going to take anything. I just want to go down and look. Just kind of a look-see kind of thing.
Alrighty, so do you open it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so this heavy hatch opens with like a creaking noise. That definitely fills up a bit of the tavern. You can definitely, everybody can hear the hatch opening. It's like a really like creaky, like old kind of sound. And immediately as the hatch is opening, you get hit with that like fruity wine kind of smell. And do you wish to go down?
Yes.
All right, so you go down. It is very dark.
I have night vision.
All right, you have night vision. Alrighty, so yeah, you go down and it's just a whole basement full of nothing but wine. And from the looks of it, it's very old, expensive wine.
Oh, wow.
Because most of them, it's not really dusty per se, but it definitely has been there a while.
Yeah, just gotta have a look around, just kind of see what's there, because who knows who might have what hidden in a closet here and there.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
There's a suspicious looking wall behind a cask of Amontillado.
You just say
Oh my
investigation?
God.
Yep, investigation.
Oh,
That is not a 20.
I just see wine.
Yep, you just see one.
Wine then.
So after
Being
that,
on-
I just kind of walk out and walk it back
Relock
up
it.
as if I was never there.
You gonna relock it? Alrighty. All three of them?
Yep.
Alrighty.
No, she's gonna only relock one and leave the other two very
Oh, yes.
suspiciously off to the side.
Ooh, that's a good question. Can my head spin like a whole 360?
You are technically an owl, so yes.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Are you wearing a hood? Are you actually wearing a hood at the moment though?
It comes off and on depending on the situation.
Just turn your head around so you're staring at the back of your hood.
Yeah, technically you're an owl, so you can turn your head.
When Monsieur left,
Imagine.
he also came back inside asking, should we leave the bodies out there?
Go get the guards, I say as I walk out.
Now the mental image of this owl turning their head completely around and then continuing to walk forwards, just with a,
It's like
just with
having
the
a
back of their head
conversation with
facing out
someone
from their
behind them. But there was
That
no
was like,
need to check the wine. There was nothing down there but wine.
It is a wine cellar.
All you know is this wine, yeah. Just looks like a bunch of wine.
And after taking this little break, Visca's going back outside and resuming patrol around the outside, because that's what they're here for right now.
Yep. Is everybody else gonna basically just sit around and wait?
Someone has to go
Yeah.
get the guard, so if no one else is, I'm going to go get a guard. And
I
inform
guess
them
I'll
of the
go.
situation and the bodies.
Alrighty. So yeah, you go get a guard, and they come back and take one look at the bodies on the now floor that slipped off the ceiling from the building beside. I just see like the blood splatter of the bodies hitting it, and they're just like they kind of like stare at Kimia, then stare at the bodies, and then stare at the other bodies, and they're just like,
And
"Ugh."
all the while, this skeleton kobold is patrolling around the
The
rooftops.
roof.
Yeah, yeah, and they kind of just like look back and forth between each other, and they're just like, "That's fucking weird. There's some weird shit going on in this town." And you know, they'll start they'll grab like a wagon, and they'll come over and they'll start checking people's pockets to make sure, you know, see who they are, that kind of thing, and one by one they'll eventually start emptying all the bodies out until
One by one
there's
and
one
piece
left.
by piece.
Yep, piece by piece, one by one.
As they pick up that one that suffered Garovar's shadowy blade attack, he's just like, that one took a terrible fall.
Yeah, and after that, I just kind of walk it in. It's like talking to myself, like, I can't believe you guys had to kill every single one of them.
The man came from behind me. Monsieur defended himself.
Listen, in my defense,
Thank you for that follow. Oh god. Oh no.
it may have been after I attacked them, but you know, that's beside the point.
I'm breaking things.
Oh no.
Oh god.
The door was
Oh,
locked.
the
He said
entire
again,
stream
trying
is
to defend
white.
himself.
Cool.
Neato burrito.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. And anybody else want to do anything else?
Visca is
ordered-
patrolling.
I
Patrolling.
ordered
Alright.
Polygon to also look around.
Okay, so he's gonna come stand over here and he's gonna keep patrolling around.
Might I be permitted to take a short rest in the bar by just sitting there taking a drink for a while?
Absolutely.
Knocks the fuck out.
Anybody else who wants to take a short rest?
Actually,
Wes?
if it goes
Wait.
far enough to call, isn't 4 hours a minimum for a long rest?
Yeah, because you're an elf, so yes.
If it goes far enough to go 4 hours, because I'm gonna stay there as long as I can before being interrupted from doing so. I'm basically just resting at the bar. If it goes long enough, may I constitute that as a long rest?
Yeah, if technically it's not until early morning and it's late, but it's not that late yet, so it'd probably be about 4 hours, so you could take a long rest if you'd like to.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
For everybody
Yeah.
else, if you're not an elf, it's more than time, so I suggest only doing a short rest.
Yeah, we're just resting.
Alrighty. And after a while, the moon sets up into the sky, and it's, you know, shining the moonlight down. And Jerviska and Lysier, you both see the Dragonborn bartender making his way back, and he stops like right about here, takes a look at his window, looks at the bloodstains outside, and goes, "So did you protect it?"
Definitely.
I guess probably at this point, Visca lands back down. Many of them dealt with.
Hearing the bartender approaching, is Kimmy still sitting by me at the bar there as we have it laid out on the map?
Yes,
Did you manage to lock the cellar door back?
of course I did.
Good.
What do
That's
you
all.
take
We
me
handled-
for?
Somebody that doesn't typically break into things.
I told
Yet I
the
have
barkeep,
I have all the tools to break into things.
told the barkeep we got some people attacking, and we did take care of them.
He thanks you and moves to open the door. I'm pretty sure it's still unlocked, correct?
Yes.
At this point, probably, yeah.
Alrighty, so he walks into the unlocked door. He again takes a look at the window and just goes. He just kind of like clicks his tongue just a little, and he walks all the way in and takes a glance around, looks at Garavar and Kimya, and he's just like, "Well done, everyone."
There was an attempt. I can say that much.
Attempt is better than them getting inside.
Indeed.
And
Now about our
he'll
payment.
also kind of like he'll also glance back out at the door, and he can kind of like see the sign kind of like waving a little, and he's just like, "So about
wouldn't-
my sign,
You wouldn't believe it. They had the largest bow I've ever seen.
did they know?"
It was huge.
Uh,
It shot a great arrow.
Roll deception
Let me pull that back up real quick.
if you actually want to lie to him, anyways.
I'm rolling. It's gonna be a joke more or less. If it gets obviously found out, we'd be like, nah, it was an accident.
Oh, okay.
It's 14 though.
Yeah, no, he believes it.
Great.
Great bow.
Sounds like a scary bow.
It got a lot closer to me than I wish it would have.
Yeah,
Uh,
Oh
until
no, they got all the bodies gone. Emmy.
but until it is said that their job is over, Visca is going to resume patrolling.
All right. Yep. So the bartender he goes back inside and he stands by his bar and he takes out a few things of ale and he sets it down for everybody. He's like, "Drink up."
No, I'm fine. Not in the mood to drink. I'm more exhausted, if anything.
Fine
see.
yet, but I'm getting there as I pour another mug.
I take it just to be polite.
Alrighty,
Let's
and
start.
then he takes out a few like little purses kind of, and he sets them down for everybody. And Visca, if you'd like to come inside, you will get yours as well.
Okay.
So everybody gets 20 gold coins,
Wow.
Hey, yo.
There we go.
and the Dragonborn says, "Well done, thank you." And he'll eventually point towards his stairs and say, "You have a free room for tonight if you'd like."
Nice. I'm going to bed. I take my pay, I go upstairs, and I take the best room in the house.
Alright.
Wouldn't it all the same rooms though?
They're all basically the same, yeah.
Sometimes there's like a suite. Sometimes.
No.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, this place is pretty
This is
down
a
in
low
the
end
dumps.
bar.
Yeah.
I take the cleanest one then.
Yeah, there's definitely one of those. The barkeep's got to sleep somewhere when he's stuck here late at night.
There is one thing that I must do before I can retire for the night. And reaching around a corner where, if you'll allow me to improv this in after Garovar left the bagpipes sitting in the tavern area.
Sure,
Garovar
go
wants
ahead.
to play for just a moment on the stage.
Sure, go ahead.
And right as soon as
Garovar's performing on stage for like a minute and a half, nothing crazy.
but right as soon as he starts playing, the scene cuts to black and credits roll.
Ah.
It's like
That makes sense because that would have been the end of session 1.
Hey!
Because we're almost hitting that 3-hour mark. Yay!
We'll hit 3 hours in like
Yay.
a singular minute. 50 seconds.
50 seconds.
45 seconds.
Roll for
Oh, I should roll.
performance.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
There
Yep.
we go.
Yep.
It's a 10. It's not very good.
Yep, nope.
What
Not
do I
quite.
in proper form for the bagpipes. It is unappealing.
okay, what do I have to roll to determine how Visca feels about this performance?
That's
Whatever
a
you want,
personal
really.
to
preference.
you, really, yeah.
You could say like 1 to 10, you find it endearing. 11 and 20, you're like, get off the stage or something. I don't know.
Okay, higher number indicates Visca would narrow their eyes more.
Not 20.
Ah, dang it. You'll warm up to me eventually.
What is fudge?
What?
Fudge, chocolate.
There's a roll thing that says
Chocolate.
fudge right under D100.
Oh, I think this is a certain type of die,
Probably.
like a fate die. I think the plus and the pluses and minuses.
Oh.
That might be to fudge the roll, potentially.
No, it's a
Does
specific type
that
of die
mean-
that includes 2 pluses, 2 minuses, and 2 blanks.
That's weird.
They're for like the fate system.
Yeah.
It's a modifier to a roll, like either +1 or -1 or no modifier. It's for very specific systems.
All right. Well, y'all, that was fun.
We
That
have
was.
successfully done some murder in the first
The
session.
thwarting of the fudge smugglers.
You've successfully murdered people.
Indeed.
I got the highest kill. Let's go.
You did get the highest. Wait a minute. No. We both killed 2 people, didn't we?
Visca killed 2 people as well.
Actually, technically, I only got 1 kill.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
you
Visca,
only killed one.
no, Visca got
Oh,
1.
yeah, I was getting you Visca confused. My bad. But yeah, I think you and me both killed 2, Visca.
No, Visca damaged 1. You got the kill on that. Visca then killed the other, and then afterwards I think Visca only got 1. The final kill, the final blow. I mean,
The final. Never mind.
Visca did hit 2 of them,
Yeah.
but and I think they were pretty hefty hits. But you got the final hit on the first one, and I think the other what's the other one that Visca hit?
Me
No.
currently
Yeah, the
looking
first- the
for
first
someone to
one-
raid.
Yeah, the first one you hit.
And then
you got
Garvor finished off. The
Yeah,
second
and then the
one I
second
hit
one-
twice.
yeah, the second one you hit twice.
I did
I
get
hit
2
them, they
hits
shot me
too.
with an arrow, and I hit them back for the last time.
I know you killed 2. Let's hear, because you killed the one in the bar, correct?
I shot him once, which got him low. Then the panther ran up and bit him on the neck or something.
I'm pretty sure that counts for you.
Yeah, no, it definitely counts for
Yeah.
you.
And then you killed another one out front, because I weakened them with Hellish Rebuke, and then I think you killed that one, right?
And it fell on you. Fucking Mimi
Yeah, he
time.
shot me
Yeah.
with the
So you
bow.
killed 2. I killed 2. Okay.
Let's go. Top ranks. Top frags, I mean.
Kimmy was just trying to make friends.
Kimmy was the only one playing the job properly.
Look, I said it before.
He
it's
was
not
stuck for
my
most of the
fault
rounds.
It's not my fault that they can't handle getting cut in half.
Yeah. Look, I possess magical force blasting abilities. It's not my fault that they're not equipped to deal with that.
I'm just shaking my head.
Shaking your head way more than you need to until it's eventually you're turning it 180 degrees one way, then back to the front, then 180 degrees the other way.
Yeah. The real tavern protection mission was the friends we made along the way. That and the piles of dead bodies.
And the adrenaline rush too.
Oh, man.
Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush.
So coming back 2 weeks from now, we're going to be waking up from a long rest at the bar. Nice.
Is it
Yep.
2 weeks or?
I mean, we're not-
So
It's gonna be every 2 weeks for this, huh?
this is it's mostly mainly on what you guys want to do. Do you want to do this weekly or do you want to do this bi-weekly?
I'd be down for a weekly.
I think it.
I also would be down for weekly if everybody else
I hate.
is.
I hate to pin this on one person, but I think it mostly depends on Captain's work schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I don't get buried with work on a Saturday, it should be fine. And most days, I should be home in time for us to start no later than this. If I have a day that's going so bad, I can usually call and say, no, it's going to be really bad. We're not able to do anything tonight if you're waiting on me.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
as long
no,
as we know, like
Saturday.
around like maybe noon or something.
Yeah.
Usually by noon or 1, I can tell if it's going to take too long.
Yeah, I feel like that would be
just
like a decent warning.
And then, of
Yeah.
course, if I get a day where we don't work a Saturday like next week, then I know I'll be around, you know?
Yeah,
So if you guys
I
want to
wouldn't
do
mind
weekly,
either
we
way.
can do.
I
Yeah,
have
so it's up to
I
you
have
guys.
way too much free time.
Same. I don't have a work or school, so Well, I'm down for weekly.
Alrighty.
And something I kind of unfortunately didn't do the. I had like a certain vision for how I want to play Visca, but I'm god awful at improv.
And like I know what you mean. I felt the same way when I was handling Garavar a couple times. Like, I know, why did I say that? Garavar wouldn't say that.
Sometimes it takes
It's
a
like
while
a-
to get into the swing and get comfortable.
This is my first time. I was a bit nervous at the beginning, but I got warmed up.
Like it just takes a
D&D
little
for the
while.
first time. Yeah, D&D for the first time can be a little nerve-wracking
mean-
for a lot of people.
I did have another session a few years ago, but
Yeah, and you
didn't-
lost an AC for fucking tripping, so that doesn't count.
I tripped out of a boat and lost 1 armor. Because I think I rolled like a 1 trying to step out.
And just lost
Yeah.
like a whole leg or something.
Literally, like, technically, yeah, I would have, like, lost a leg or something. Broke a finger.
Yeah, Visca is like meant to be at this point kind of cold to the party. It's like, yeah, I'm doing it because I have to. But when it comes for this point for Visca to speak, I'm just like,
Well, like I say, the biggest thing for me, very much enjoyed playing with y'all. Very much enjoyed having you as our DM Admiral. It's
Yeah.
a very good experience.
I have excitement for you guys to learn the rest of the story.
And I'll take this whole week to try to finish the drawings.
Hell yeah.
Looks like you got the
I-
majority of them
I-
done. Like
I-
at least like the most probably maybe some of the more detailed
More
ones.
detailed-oriented ones are definitely done, yeah.
Looking at you, skeleton man.
Yeah.
Look, I said it once, I'll say it again. Your drawing for Visca is fucking cool.
It is so cool. God.
I might change the wings because in the portrait it's cropped out. I might make it seem like the wings are more back in the portrait.
I mean,
Like a
don't
bit
do
of
more work than you
perspective.
feel you really want to, because it still looks cool.
It's just bothering me that it's just cropped out like that.
Well, like I could move. Gotta.
You could put
I could
Visca between two of
I
them.
could scooch in real close.
Yeah, that's how I have it on mine, where you guys are kind of, like, snugged in together, so, Visca's wings are, like, hidden behind
Why
Garavar.
can't I move this?
Well, actually, at first when I thought about like the whole display, I thought we'd be like in little squares. That's why I kind of left it cropped. But looking at it now, I'll just change it because for me it bothers me that it's cropped. I know it's not a big issue, but
Captain and Skull would just get real close together. Then you can't tell.
they're close.
Garavar is, like, shielding the little kobold.
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Because eventually
Say hello to my little friend.
eventually I'm probably gonna like stack them and probably wiggle myself right here.
There we go. I kind of
And
like the
then
staggered.
and then it won't be so weird. Just like I didn't have a character, so I decided to pull my VTuber up.
Hey, it worked though.
Adventurers in a
Yeah,
mall.
man.
Dun baby.
Yeah.
What
Dun.
he said.
I'm pretty sure I shared the drawing I did for Visca in Moth's Discord at some point.
Possibly.
I'm
You
pretty
want
sure.
Garavar to throw Jarvisca.
Because essentially
would
this is
also
gonna be
like to see
roughly the
that.
same setup.
Garavar's got a whopping 7 for his strength stat. Garavar ain't throwing nothing. That's
I
why
get
Garavar
lucky-
didn't want to go help pick. Why you didn't want to go pick Cappy up? He couldn't.
Okay, real talk. Does anyone have a strength equal to or higher than 16?
I know I don't.
I have 16. 14 plus 2.
Uh,
In that case, you are tied with Visca for being the strongest party member.
wait, do you mean 14 plus 2 as in like you have a 14 and therefore you have a plus 2 modifier? Or you mean like you have 14 as the base and then you have a plus 2 to it from stats and class and things like that?
Yeah. 14 plus 2, like what you said, the ladder.
Okay, so your total is 16.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, very important distinction there.
Because if it's plus 2, that implies that it's like conditional, right?
No, I think they're just being a little nuanced with the wording there, but it should be still a 16 as the stat.
Yeah.
So jack shit knowing about the whole thing, learning.
But yeah, if you have a 16, then you and the barely 2.5 foot tall kobold are tied for strength score. Fun fact, you know that Visca weighs less than 5 pounds?
This goes very small.
Are you serious? And they're
That's-
the time for strongest member of the party. That's gonna be a huge strength to weight ratio.
Well, my excuse for
Holy.
having such a small
bones
strength
must
is
be heavy.
birds have hollow bones.
Hollow
They need to
I was about to say,
stay
fuck,
they
I
need
never
to
skipped a
stay
leg day.
light.
Technically, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Lysier also has the highest AC.
Nice.
Lysier has a 16 armor class.
I think when we
what-
do get back next week, Gervar's gonna look for a shield.
Would it be helpful?
It would be
Yeah,
since
when
I have
I,
the capability to actually wield that.
When I first
The two smaller characters are the strongest. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it is
There you
getting
go.
late for me. I do have to go to
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, that's why I was deciding to stop it now. I was like, it's almost 11 o'clock.
But I'm gonna go to the Apple Blossom Festival down here in Winchester with Doris. So that should be fun.
Oh.
I already see Skulls like loading up a complete different game to ditch us in.
Don't worry about it. I'm staying in voice for anyone else that is. But if we're disbanding, then yeah, I'll have out of voice.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
But
I
I'm
this
gotta
gonna
go,
play another game.
I gotta get some food and get to bed because I gotta work again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm about to go
joy.
do the same.
Well, I hope everyone has a good night.
Alrighty.
And goodbye, Emmy. Goodbye, stream and chat and everybody.
And for anyone in
Yeah.
stream that wants to see the skeleton, I'll post mine again in False Discord.
Adios.